What's up, guys? Adam Green here with knowmorenews.org. Thank you for joining me. Today is Thursday, December 10th, 2020, and just wanted to do a short show today, a pregame. I'm about to be, I got asked this morning by Henrik of Red Ice to join him for his Flashback Friday show that's starting in about 20 minutes on the Red Ice D-Live channel. Apparently Lana, the sitter fell through, so I'm going to have to be the co-pilot and the wingman for Henrik for a show here. Did I say? Yeah, it is Thursday. Maybe he meant tomorrow. I might have just realized that he wants me to come on tomorrow. So I guess this is just an announcement. Red Ice tomorrow, but we can still talk about Alex Jones's son. And I posted a couple of videos today on my new YouTube channel, No More News Clips, some of the old classics. People are arguing with me on Twitter saying Alex Jones is not a Zionist and he's just playing 3D chess and he's playing it smart and stuff. So going to be on Red Ice tomorrow. We're just going to talk a little bit about, play these Alex Jones clips, play these clips from Alex Jones's son from the Kill stream. I was on the Kill stream last night. You missed it a couple days ago. We had the E. Michael Jones, Christopher John Bjerknes debate. My stream was cut short yesterday. I wanted to go through this Alex Jones son's clips, but my microphone was having issues. So this is what it took to finally get me to get the voices back. So we got the God voice.
Thou shalt reign over many nations, but they shall not reign over thee. Thou shalt lend to many nations, but they shall not lend to thee. Thou shalt utterly destroy all those shall perish that will not worship you. It's a paraphrase. Anyway.
We're going to stick with the normal voice for now, but I do like the voices. I was getting requests for voices. Anyway, let's start with let's start by playing one of the Alex Jones compilations, and then we'll go to Alex Jones's son. And I'm not trying to pick on him or start a fight with him, but I want to debate Alex Jones. Already debated Owen Schroyer, Harrison Smith, a reporter there. I want to have a debate, a blood sports on Killstream with Alex Jones. There's no excuse for him not to do this. And I would like to talk to Rex, his son, maybe talk to him, show him a few things. He says here that he's seen he knows who I am. I don't know if that means he's seen my videos, but let's start with one of the videos I put up today. This is Alex Jones, Art of the Shill, one that got deleted down the memory hole before. It never made it on BitChute, so it's uploaded to BitChute, uploaded to No More News Clips. Let me drop everybody go sub to the new channel, by the way, on YouTube. I want to get 1,000 so I can start streaming there again. Gotta sneak back into the matrix to try to reach some people. Plus, even if they take this channel down, it's still for convenience. Some places in the world, it does BitChute doesn't work, or sometimes BitChute takes a long time to load or has issues. So we are gonna use the Google platform. Alex Jones, Art of the Shill. Here we go. 5 minutes edit I probably made 2 years ago. I think I've got more clips of Alex Jones than anybody in the world, maybe besides people at InfoWars. Here we go.
I've had the Islamicist groups, I've had the white supremacists, I've had the Hollywood crowd, I've had mainstream media bully me for 20 plus years that I've been on air with litmus tests about, do I support Israel or don't I? And I've been very, very clear that I do support Israel. There's videos on YouTube that have been re-uploaded where I said that in 1997.
It's funny that he says he's been very, very clear about supporting Israel? Because he also denied being a Zionist shill and had a video once that said Alex Jones is not a Zionist.
What I want to say is this. I want to say this out in the open. I support the Jewish state of Israel. They have been in that land. That is their land.
And then I would just get bullied online and by leftist publications going, Jones hates Muslims. Jones is a racist.
So notice he says you're a white supremacist, you're a leftist, you're an Islamicist, you're a Chi-Com if you want him to call out the obvious elephant in the room of who's running things.
Jones is probably on the payroll of Israel, never been to Israel. And then I've got all these people bullying me constantly.
You don't have to go to Israel to be a Zionist propagandist. But that's his go-to excuse. It's pathetic.
Saying I'm an Israeli agent when I have absolutely never been to Israel. And it was actually their bullying trying to make me be anti-Israel that made me study it more and become pro-Israel. So good luck with all of that bullying that's gone.
So he would rarely or mildly criticize Israel, and then people called him out. So then he uses that as an excuse for saying why he actually does support Israel. It's just so disingenuous, so deceptive.
On. Accept our ideology or you're a Israeli shill. Accept our ideology. And all these groups want to bully you that we're going to call you this big power name. We're going to call you an Israeli shill that supposedly has all this power if you don't do what we want. Well, then I am an Israeli shill. There you go. It's not true. Never been to Israel.
Again, you don't have to go to Israel to be a Zionist propagandist.
But if it makes you feel powerful, if that takes your power word away, I'll do it. I'm sick of the bullying out there.
Or Alex Jones is just bullied by all the people who notice that he doesn't call out the elephant in the room of Zion tyranny and the Zionist agenda. Poor Alex was just so bullied.
To get on some bandwagon against Israel, people are like, you Zionist filth. This is fake Zionist stuff. You're on the frickin' Zionist payroll. And I just want to say to you people, okay, I am. Okay, I'm on Zionist payroll. I'm just sick of everyone being obsessed over Israel and acting like they actually are the dominant factor. You look at the globalist and the Islamicist, they're the new game in town. They're the new boss. You move aside, Israel. I know.
See, there's the narrative. To take the focus off of the Zionists that control both sides, that are censoring everybody, of the Zionist-occupied government, of the end times, Judeo-Christian cult, temple cult, and put all the focus on the Muslims, the Chi-Coms, George Soros, the Democrats.
No, you should talk about how powerful the Muslims were, and I didn't believe it, but behind the scenes, they run the Federal Reserve, you name it, they're really coming after us. Now, the Communist Chinese basically run this country the last 20 years until Trump showed up, and so the Communist Chinese are being evicted. Quite frankly, I'm sick of the obsession with Israel. I mean, I just don't get how there's this right-wing thing, particularly on the fringe of the right wing, that just hates Israel and then just ascribes to it magical powers. And they just use Israel as a political football, like a voodoo doll that all the evil in the world's heaped on, while meanwhile the...
Oh, poor old scapegoat Israel theory. This is the ADL's talking point, that Israel's just blamed for everything. They're just scapegoated. They never did anything wrong.
UN's running around colonizing countries all over for corporations, murdering entire villages on a daily basis. Just an excuse to point your finger all day long and say Israel's the problem if you fall on a damn banana peel. And I'm not here kissing the ass of Israel. Okay.
Yeah, actually, you are kissing the ass of Israel. I wish I had the compilation, but there's so many times where Jones, even whenever he talks about Israel or like mildly tries to throw a bone and criticize Israel, he prefaces it by saying, well, I'm not against Israel. I'm not against Israel. He says it every single time.
And that if somebody falls on a banana peel, Jews did it. If somebody falls on a banana peel, a Jew did it. I mean, it gets a little old. It's a big cause celeb, not just with liberals, but with a lot of so-called conservatives, to obsess over Israel, to hate Israel, and to want to destroy Israel. And there's a
It's such a cause celeb, as if it's not the most taboo thing to talk about. He acts like he's some brave truth teller, but won't talk about the one supremacist tribe that you actually get in trouble for talking about. You can say the Chi-Coms run the world and run Hollywood and are behind the censorship every day on your show. Has there ever been a headline in mainstream media attacking you for being anti-Chinese? No. But there's articles being attacking you as an anti-Semite, even though you're pro-Israel and a Zionist propagandist. Shows where they set the bar.
A lot of weird globalist propaganda as a litmus test to hate Israel.
So you're a globalist if you have any problems with Israel. And I've done so many compilations, I'm going to have to repost them all because people just aren't getting it. Maybe they just don't know. All this stuff is gone from YouTube. People just go, oh, who's Alex Jones? They start watching his show a little bit, and they don't realize all that he's done to misdirect people from the truth.
Just not into the whole cause celeb thing for Palestine. I've been bullied and brainwashed my whole life about it. It's like Israel's the one trendy thing. You bitch about it, and no matter what else you do, it's okay. And a lot of people out there have been brainwashed into just obsessing on Israel all day and hating Israel, and it's quite frankly shameful because you're not intellectuals. All you know how to do is say Zionist, Zionist, Zionist until I want to throw up. This obsession by all these losers.
So you notice Zog's power? You're obsessed. You're a loser. You're eating Funyuns in your mom's basement. You're reading Nazi books. You're a white supremacist. Like, this guy just doesn't not talk about Jewish power and Zionism because he's scared of getting censored or losing his giant company. He's attacking anybody that does.
With Israel. And it's just all a load of crap. You've got Funyuns and Hot Pockets in mommy's basement and have learned the word Jew and can say it over and over again like a magic word. The extreme right wing's magic word is Jew or Zionist, and all I hear about all day is Israel, 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 Israel. Israel runs everything. Israel put me in charge. Israel wipes my butt in the morning. No, Israel doesn't. But I just don't want to hear Israel bashed anymore. I don't even want to hear the debate.
This is the best part. I don't want to hear Israel bashed anymore. I don't even want to hear a debate about Israel. This is the nonsense that he pushed. This is why I can't stand anybody out there legitimizing this guy or acting like, yeah, he might not. He doesn't go. This is something I hear. Well, he doesn't go full Patrick Little, so you think he's a shill. No. As if there's no middle ground between Alex Jones and somebody like Patrick Little. Give me a break. If he were just to like hint around and barely touch on it, I would give him a complete pass, but maybe not a complete pass, but I would at least be more sympathetic. This is pure Zionist, controlled opposition, Judas Goat, leading the conspiracy movement to keep the attention and the spotlight off of Zionist power. It's been that's why he's been propped up as the king of alternative media and conspiracy theories.
Or the discussion, because it's them trying to my butt in the morning. No, Israel doesn't. But I just don't want to hear Israel bashed anymore. I don't even want to hear the debate or the discussion because it's them trying to set the parameters of the debate with this obsession on Israel all day. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of hearing about Israel. I'm tired of it. And so I want to go to David Horowitz now because I want to just say proudly I agree with 95% of what he's saying.
So he proudly agrees with the Zionist former Marxist David Horowitz, who is in their own InfoWars article says is a member of the neocon intelligentsia. And Alex Jones is a neocon.
And that I just am proud for all the anti-Semites and the Islamicists and everybody else who've been trying to bully me and tell me what to do and make up crap all these years. What you've said I am.
You don't need to make up crap. You don't need to take my word for it. All I got to do is play some compilations I edited years ago, and he can show himself in his own words. And this is the best part. He goes, "'Cause you bullied me, now I became what you said I am." No, we're not all right, and you're the Zionist shill that we said you were. You were always that way. And now you're just admitting it and making it some lame excuse.
Tell me what to do and make up crap all these years. What you've said I am is now coming true. Because I support Israel's right to exist. And Israel, when it does something, has a crooked toenail. It's the biggest thing in the world. Everybody else is okay. Israel's not going anywhere. They got nuclear weapons, and they're not our enemy. Leave them alone. They're not our enemy. Leave them alone.
Not our enemy. Not our enemy. Leave them alone. And then I've got videos. I guess I'm going to have to re-upload them. Alex Jones and Netanyahu. It's Alex Jones loves Netanyahu, and he goes, "Here comes the cavalry, and everybody wants to hate Netanyahu and not know why." I mean, he's literally a Netanyahu, Jared Kushner, Trump shill. All the biggest Putin too. He shills for Putin. It's It's just awful. I wonder if Rex Jones has seen this. Now this is just Alex Jones's son. I think he's like 18 years old. I wish he'd seen that video. I wonder what his response would be to that. But this is what he had to say about me the other day.
Easy Money is the best. Says, shout out to Adam Green in the chat. American hero. The Crucible says, Rex, go on No More News with Adam Green. That was a Ninja Guinea. I see a lot of Adam Green fans. By the way, Adam Green's going to be in the chat tomorrow. Obviously, you might not know this, but I don't know if you do or not. He's kind of a critic.
I know who he is.
Yeah, you do know who he is. Okay.
Dude, I've been involved in this scene since I was like 12 years old. I know who all the characters are.
You probably know better than I do, even. Yeah.
Yeah, I know the deep lore.
What do you think about him then?
I'm not a big fan. Dude, here's the thing.
He didn't say he hated me, but he's not a big fan. I wonder how many videos he's actually seen. I wonder how many videos of these InfoWars employees are watching.
Okay.
Israel is an evil country, okay? But that doesn't mean that there's a giant JQ everywhere. And that doesn't mean that there's the guys hiding in the corner like this. That's not happening, okay?
Talk about mischaracterization of my work. Do I say people are hiding? And this is like literally a total regurgitation of what Alex Jones always says. Do I say that Jews are behind absolutely everything? No. Do I say that all Jews are evil? No. Do I say it's only Jews? No. I never say any of those things. I point out the actual organizations, what they're doing, the headlines, the clip from the rabbi, the verses from the Torah or the Talmud or the Zohar. But they just want to straw man and pretend like you just think there's a Jew behind everything. This is their go-to way to dismiss you.
There are a lot of Jewish people that are evil in big positions of power, but that doesn't make the Jewish race itself bad. I myself am half Jewish.
Notice how he's talking about me, and then he implies that I say the whole Jewish race is bad. You guys know I've never said that, nor do I think that.
All right, I'm not rubbing my shekels together trying to come up with a grand plan here. I'm just trying to talk shit.
And this is very possibly could be some of the reason for Jones's coverage on this.
A lot of Jewish people that are evil in big positions of power, but that doesn't make the Jewish race itself bad. I myself am half Jewish. All right, I'm not rubbing my shekels together trying to come up with a grand plan here. I'm just trying to talk shit. Like, gotta calm down.
So just because you're not doing your shekels and have a big plan doesn't mean that there's not Chabad Lubavitch, that there's not AIPAC, there's not Zionist Organization of America, there's not Netanyahu and Likud in Israel and their plans to rule the world from Jerusalem according to their prophecies.
A little bit. It's a little insane.
I knew the show was going to be good. I already knew it was going to be good. Adam Green is going to be on tomorrow, by the way. Shout out to Adam.
And I was on the kill stream with Ethan Ralph, the Ralph Retort last night. I'll put the link below. You guys can find it on the replays on his D Live.
I see him in the chat. We have everybody here on the kill stream. I get along with everybody. Well, that's not true, but I get along with many different people. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Easy Money is the best. Says, which episode of No More News is Rex's favorite? Okay. A Horrible Gamer says, Cuomo has to be on the Chi-Com Dick Eurovirus.
Dude, now here's one thing that I love about InfoWars and that made me proud to work for them. The Chinese government is who you should be afraid of. All you people like crying about the Jews, thinking that they run everything, and they do to some extent. I'm not saying they don't. The Chinese government is the main threat. The CCP is attacking our country and rigging our elections. They are bribing if he gets.
And Israel doesn't do all these things, and Israel isn't working closely and has worked closely with China for a long time. Who's really censoring free speech in America online with the ADL? Is there an ADL equivalent? Is there a canary mission for the Chi-Coms, for people who talk about China? No. Is there laws that you can't boycott China? No. Is there a whole envoy, the anti-Semitism envoy, so that you protect China? I mean, all of this is just so preposterous, absurd.
If he gets in office, the president-elect, they're bribing him. They've paid his son off, admittedly.
The China has paid off Biden's son? Could be true. What about Sheldon Adelson and all the Zionist money to Trump? and how Trump has been busy making Israel great again the whole last 4 years. And now when he might be leaving office, he's busy still giving Israel everything they want.
Their people in their government brag about, on video, came out today. I hate Tim Pool, but it's on Tim Pool's channel. Brag about how they have people in positions of power in our country and how it's going to be easier for them to influence things now that Trump is gone. The Chinese government is the real fucking threat. They are the enemy. They are the evil. Don't be afraid of, well, be cautious.
The Israelis aren't evil at all. They don't think that they're the chosen nation to rule over the Gentiles. They don't think that all non-Jews are subhuman, impure, satanic souls. They haven't been spying and selling our technology and stealing our technology and attacking us and getting us into wars. How many soldiers have died for wars for China?
Be cautious of everyone, okay? Be cautious of everyone. But the real threat are the Chinese.
Okay. Don't look at Israel. Netanyahu's your friend. The real threat is the Chinese. This is very sad.
Like, there's too many people. There's too many people to name. That's the problem. It's like you're like, name them, name the handlers, name the grabblers. There's like a million of them, and they all work for different people. It's like.
And your dad doesn't talk about any of them. He'll talk about Soros. He'll talk about the Chi-Coms, but he doesn't talk about any of the Zionist power.
What do you want from me?
In fact, he says the Rothschild. We want you to tell the truth about who's running things. And Jones says the Rothschilds are bringing wealth back to the people. That's what his CIA source told him, is that they're backing Trump and they're going to bring wealth back to the people. That's what he says about top Zionists.
Do you want me to like have a Santa Claus list where
Here we go. Next one. Oops.
Easy money is the best. Says Adam Green equals Red Pill. Dirk Nowitzki. Pay.
The kill stream chat was on fire. Really appreciate.
Again with the shout out. Thank you, Pay. Preston Elect says, Rex, when is your dad doing blood sports? I don't know if he knows. Easy money is the best. Says, will Rex have a
when has Jones debated anybody on this? I call into the show to try to call him out, and he mutes me the whole time and strawmans and calls me a Nazi and then drops the call.
Conversation with Adam Green. You see where this is headed.
Sorry, Ralph.
Easy.
Put your guest on the spot. I wasn't organizing or orchestrating this.
Easy money is the best. Says, will Rex have a conversation with Adam Green? You see where this is headed.
The chat said, will you have a conversation? I'd almost rather talk to him privately, because obviously publicly he's not going to be able to throw his dad under the bus, his family. But a conversation is not a debate, so I can punk you and own you and win the debate. I'm not interested in that. I want to debate Jones. Jones is the one who needs to be accountable for what he's done. I'm not going to go after his son. I sympathize for his son.
No, I've detected the vibe. See, like, this whole thing, maybe I will do it one day.
Hope
Maybe
so.
Like,
I don't think it's fair necessarily to put him on the spot. Adam Green will be here tomorrow already.
If you want to have some dude that's refined his message for years, talk to someone who's 18 and shit on him, that's fine. But
I don't want to shit on an 18-year-old, but I do like that he says that I've been refining my message for years and basically agrees that I would win. And it's not that I would win, it's just that I'm telling the truth and I got the facts on my side.
that's kind of like having a high school football prospect like play against like the Seahawks. Like, that's stupid. That's dumb.
That's a
dumb.
fair point, actually.
Nice analogy.
You know it's
Thank
stupid.
you.
You know it's dumb, and you're only saying it because you
Very flattering analogy to compare me to a professional football team.
go.
Almost makes me wonder what he really thinks.
That's a
dumb
fair
and that's
point,
stupid.
actually.
You know it's stupid, and you know it's dumb, and you're only saying it because you could go, look at Alex Jones' son got wrecked by Adam Green. Go suck a fat cock. I'm not doing that. I know I'd lose.
He said
That's
he'd
not a
know
fair
he'd
Point.
lose.
By the way, Adam's gonna be here tomorrow, and he can say
Go
what he wants.
go eat a gonorrhea-ridden pussy. Okay? Leave me alone. I'm a young child.
Oh my god! All right,
I understand he's a young child, and like I said again, I want to debate his dad, not him. Maybe poke the baby cub a little bit to get the bear to come out of the cave and actually address me. But What was he saying? Oh yeah, he's a child. I don't like this, playing the I'm a child when you're going on all these shows and you're talking about political things and you're talking about InfoWars. Like, at what age are we allowed to disagree with you publicly?
It's fair. I have to say. All right. Pace says, "Are you doing call-ins?" I'm doing call-ins. Join in right now. Yes, I'm doing call-ins. Pay, you're already in there, so get on the line. I'll see you in Tampa soon. All right. Now, let's see. Nady Bank. Go ahead. Say
I'm going to be doing a lot of like fitness content and stuff, and a lot of like. Hopefully, I'm hoping that I can kind of start like an online personality, not like a Jake Paul, Logan Paul style thing, but like for political people, because everyone on these platforms loves to talk shit and call each other. Don't. Yeah, sorry.
Don't use that word.
I'm quoting.
Yes.
It's allowed. I'm quoting. I'm saying it's bad. All these people on this platform want to talk shit, okay? But none of them want to step in the ring and defend what they say.
Notice nobody was talking shit. They were saying, have a conversation with No More News. Have you seen any No More? What's your favorite No More News video? No More News is Red Pill Dirk Nowinski. They're not talking shit.
I box. You know what? I'm 6 foot. I'm 200 pounds. Step in a ring with me, people in the chat, and Adam Green and all these people. Ooh. Step in a ring with me if you want to have some fun. I want to start doing stuff like that. I want to have fun with conservative commentary. Let's see Ben Shapiro and Nick Fuentes have the 100-pound fight of the century. That's what I want to see. I want to make that happen.
He's been working on that joke, the Nick Fuentes and Ben Shapiro fight of the century. I would rather see them debate, to be quite honest. And I mean, to decline a debate, but then to want to fight. And, he seems like a young guy, works out. He says he does jujitsu. Maybe he could beat me up, but what does that matter? Does that mean that I'm wrong about the traitorous propaganda his dad has said? And also, I would never fight anybody in this type of a challenge when I'm wanting to debate on ideology, but it's also a lose-lose situation. So if I win the fight, I beat up an 18-year-old. If I lose, I lost to an 18-year-old. And you guys get it. But anyway, I don't want to fight you, Rex. Alex Jones, on the other hand, though, remember when Alex Jones was on Piers Morgan and he's like, how about you and me get in the boxing ring and I'll take you out, basically. Same thing. Jones is always challenging people to fights, but he doesn't have a lot of good debates. Remember, Jones had the debate with David Duke. Duke swept the floor with him so bad that he pulled the video down. Fuentes versus Shapiro would be hilarious. Yeah. Light them up like the Seahawks. It would be like high school versus the Seahawks. Rex Cernovich. Oh, that's funny. But Ben Shapiro can hold his own until he has to defend Israel. Yeah, okay. Here we go.
Yeah, I would love to see that actually. Also, I see
Nick Fuentes versus Ben Shapiro.
Also, I see Vito Giswaldi talking.
Let's see. Do we have? Here's a few more clips. This is from another appearance on his show. Check this out. Speaking of Ben Shapiro.
Dude, I used to watch Ben Shapiro. All right? Like, that's how far down the dark side I've gone. I used to watch Ben Shapiro every day on the way to school. I used to listen to him on my phone. That's how far down I've gone.
That's how much of a failure of oversight Alex Jones as a parent. Alex Jones raised his son watching Ben Shapiro. Can anybody ever claim that Alex Jones is based when he has his son watching Ben Shapiro? And maybe he didn't, tell him to watch Ben Shapiro, but apparently it was going on. I know my kid wouldn't be watching Ben Shapiro. That's for sure. Let's see, what's this one?
Could happen.
I'll tell you a horror story, okay?
Okay, we don't want to hear that one. All right, that's what we have. There is one more clip, but I didn't get it queued up. He says, this is how I can find it, I bet. He gets mad. He's leaving InfoWars because his dad wouldn't give him his own show. He sounded a little jealous of Owen Schroyer and the new girl that they hired. They said Rex also said that his dad wouldn't let him criticize Trump the way he wanted to on InfoWars. He does call out neocons. at one point. He needs to realize that they're Zionist neocons. Another super chatter says, oh, wait, hold on. Give Owen, where is it? Oh, yeah, he says, up in the ring, 56. Here we go. Where he holds up his charger. Here it is. This is funny.
At the Best Buy there?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Because I tried. I needed a new charger for today. By the way, look at this. Look how Apple robs you.
No, we were talking about that earlier.
This is the Jew in me coming out. Look how Apple robs you. This is unbelievable. I paid like $100 for this shit. Look how short this cable is. That's the Jew in me coming out. You guys are right. I'm part of the JQ.
Nobody's more Jewish than Apple.
Is the JQ.
Yeah.
There he is. He admits he's in the JQ.
The Jews did learn something from Apple, actually. I think it's fair to say. But yeah, go ahead, Worski. Sorry.
Well, I was saying.
Okay. We got that saved. That's the last clip. Okay, now let's go back. That was Rex. Rex, I'd like to talk to you. We can talk privately. Probably be better. Now let's play the other Alex Jones video I put up today. This is on KMN Clips. Help me share this around if you guys could. Here.
Everybody wants you to take sides. I'm on the Palestinian side or the Israeli side. I'm not involved in Israeli politics. I've been neutral in Israel.
Okay, here we go. Drop this in the chat. This is the new YouTube channel. This is Alex Jones trashes Palestine and loves Israel. Notice how he starts off saying, oh, I'm neutral, I stay out of Israeli politics. But then he actually, in reality, he claims he's neutral, which being neutral on Israel and Palestine, or just saying like you're going to be neutral and you're not going to talk about Israel, means you're not talking about the people who are running things. It means we're already, I mean, they control America. They control America through the Christian Zionists and through the communist Bolshevik left as well. So if you're just staying neutral and you're not vocal and criticizing Zog, then you're not being neutral. You're being a gatekeeper.
Everybody wants you to take sides. I'm on the Palestinian side or the Israeli side. I'm not involved in Israeli politics. I've been neutral in Israel because it's a politically correct subject that's just fraught with mental illness. I don't like the idiocy of people that are either for Israel or against Israel. So I've always tried to say I'm neutral. I understand that you're pro-Israel. I look at this completely neutral and cold. And again, I'm not for it or against it. I'm being a political atheist, just giving you the pieces right now. You can make your decision. We report, you decide, to still the Fox maxim.
Okay, so we're going to decide on your reporting and see if this is neutral, because he's anything but neutral. As you just saw the last video, I'm tired of people talking about Israel. He's pure propaganda.
Palestinians are kind of like the Californians of the Middle East. They're not even Californians. They're not even Palestinians. They're just people kicked out of all the other Arab nations that have run there to be part of a cause, part of a fight. Because
see, this is Zionist propaganda. They say that they're the Fakistanians. There was no such thing as Palestine. There was no such thing as Palestinians. They didn't have Palestinian money, and it wasn't called Palestine. And they also go with the Zionist lie that there was like nobody there, that the Israelis showed up, a people without a land and a land without a people. And that's the mantra. They showed up and they had the desert bloom, and they try to undermine the Nakba, the catastrophe, the genocide, the ethnic cleansing that they did, kicking all the Palestinians out of their homes, out of their land, out of their villages, killing them. But of course he goes, oh no, there's no such thing as Palestinians. They're just people, Arabs from elsewhere trying to come in.
Most of the Palestinians were never in, quote, Palestine or where Israel now is, where Jerusalem is, predating Palestine, as it's been called for 1,000 years. Because this, ladies and gentlemen, is a Palestinian, which means basically a vagabond in the Middle East. You look at who's starting these rebellions and these attacks, it's Palestinians, because they don't even exist, folks. They're just people that migrated into that area and want to take it over.
It was literally the Zionists from Europe and the Ashkenazis that came and migrated in and then said, we're the chosen people. This is our land. God gave it to us.
It's a made up thing. Any Arab will tell you, or any Muslim will tell you, that Palestinians 24/7 are trying to take over your political process.
Come on. Is this not inversion bizarro world? Who's trying to take over the political process? He won't talk about Jews taking over political process that they've been known to do everywhere throughout history. He's talking about the Palestinians are trying to take over the political process. Amazing.
And wherever they go, discord, terrorism starts. And then they're going to start even bigger wars. You'll never...
Have the Palestinians been kicked out of 109 countries, or is that another group? Who starts the wars? The Palestinians or another group?
And wherever they go, discord, terrorism starts. And then they're going to start even bigger wars. You'll never satisfy the so-called Palestinians. The Arab countries won't take one of them. What does that tell you? Because
the Arab countries won't take them because why should they take them in the first place? Israel wants them gone. So that supports Israel if they take in all the refugees. And Israel has, look at what's happening, the Abraham Accords, all these peace deals with Israel and all these Middle Eastern countries. They are setting up the new world order in the Middle East with Israel at the forefront. That's why none of these Arab countries give a damn about the Palestinians, because Israel is offering them advanced technology. Israel is making them promises. Israel and the Jews have the power.
Everywhere you take them in, they try to overthrow you. It's what they do. And you know what they do to holy sites?
Everywhere they try to take you over. Like, he's saying this about the Palestinians.
Take them in, they try to overthrow you. It's what they do. And you know what they do to holy sites? They blow each other's holy sites up.
He goes on to say that it's the Muslims that are going to blow up the Muslim third holiest site in the world, the Dome of the Rock, when we know it's the Christian Zionists and the Jews that want to blow it up and rebuild the temple. And then he says it's the Palestinians that are going to blow it up. Like, you would have to be 100% retarded or delusional to defend Jones and say he's not a Zionist propagandist. And worse than just a Zionist propagandist, he's a fraud, a traitor, and a liar.
They blow each other's holy sites up. So you let unfettered Islamic takeover happen in Jerusalem.
Good point. The Palestinians don't exist, but they're subverting the world. That's what Jones thinks.
Islamic takeover happen in Jerusalem. Guaranteed within 1 year, Dome of the Rock, all of it is going to get blown sky high. Because that's especially what the Wahhabis do.
The Muslims are going to blow up the Dome of the Rock, even though the Palestinian leadership, it says Israel planning to destroy Al-Aqsa Mosque. I mean, you don't get more Jewish projection on your enemies than Jones is doing right now.
Especially what the Wahhabis do. And I'm not against the Muslims, but they've got 99% of the territory in the Middle East. They're always killing each other. And Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Egypt, none of those countries will take any of the Palestinians. They don't want them. They won't take one of them. And most of them are just Arabs that have gone into the area and want to be in Israel. And it's just like folks that want to get into the United States but hate the United States. Oh, and what are the folks doing? They're trying to knock down the fences and climb over for an intifada.
Jones supports the Jewish Chabad Lubavitchers and the Israelis that hate Christianity, that hate and want to destroy America and use it up as a host. He supports them over the Christian Palestinians in the West Bank and in Jerusalem. I'm not against the Muslims, he says. Yeah, I think the video evidence certainly disputes that. This is disgraceful, 100% disgraceful.
And you've got your nice mix of, suicide bombings going on. So it's tribal warfare. What do you think they're doing with Israel? Doesn't do it in 8 years. 20-something days out. We're now 20 days out. He says, oh, my gosh, you've got to merge. You've got to let all the Palestinians into Jerusalem. Oh, they'll just kill and overthrow immediately.
He's talking about how Obama's representative at the UN abstained from voting with their veto vote on the Human Rights Council to say that the resolution that the illegal settlements. So Obama didn't veto the rest of the world saying that Israel has illegal settlements, and Jones spins that into saying that that you have to merge with the Palestinians or whatever. So disingenuous and spin.
into Jerusalem, they'll just kill and overthrow immediately. And then now they're calling for an intifada. They're calling for an uprising in the Middle East, a war against Israel. Gee, who would have thought that would have happened? What would happen if the Jews pulled out of Israel today and left? Within a year,
Does this seem neutral to you guys? Remember all those examples of him claiming to be neutral? What such a fraud.
be nothing but people murdering and killing each other and blowing each other up and fighting, because that's what the Middle East does. You don't build stuff, you don't develop things, you don't have a culture that's based on Renaissance. It's all based on conquest. And you'll just start saying, you're not as Shiite as I am, or you're not as Sunni as I am.
I love how he says that they don't build stuff. Look inside the Dome of the Rock one day that the Jews want to blow up. I think it's a 700-year-old building. It's magnificent. They don't build stuff. There's never been an Arab country that's built anything. They don't have any culture. I mean, give me a break.
And killing and blowing each other up in 5 minutes.
All they do is blow each other up. He sounds like Ben Shapiro. Remember Shapiro tweeted out something like that? They just live in trash and garbage and blow each other up. That's all they're good at, is blowing each other up.
That's all I'm saying, for God's sakes. And the Jews came in there and said, we're going to actually take this small area for us. And all I'm saying is that you got this tiny little place that's got buildings and factories and jet.
Oh, does that have anything to do with all the aid that the West has given them? The $134 billion in aid, according to the Jewish Virtual Library? I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Oh, no, they did it all on their own, right?
Factories and jet.
Do you think if America and the West and all the Christian Zionists would have supported the Palestinians like they support Israel, don't you think it would be the other way around? Obviously.
Airplanes and all the rest of it, and then everything around is a bunch of squalor, and nobody else will take any of these people in.
Meanwhile, Trump administration seeks to withhold millions in aid to Palestinians. Oh, I wonder why the Jews are doing better than the Palestinians.
And it's just an excuse to point your finger all day long and say Israel's the problem if you fall on a damn banana peel. And I'm not here kissing the ass of Israel.
Yes, you are. You're always kissing the ass of Israel. I've got clips of him kissing the ass of Israel so much. Oh, they're really smart, and it's so beautiful in their culture, and if the England had great providence for supporting the Jews. I
don't think Israel should keep expanding the settlements and all the rest of it. I think that should stop. But every time they get attacked, they expand again. And I kind of get that, where you push me, I'm going to get more aggressive. But it's just we've played all the politics too long here, okay?
No more politics. Let them have the settlements.
But what Trump's doing would mess up an Israeli deal to get that oil. Oh, sure.
Yeah, Trump's stopping them getting the oil. That's why Trump did the Golan Heights deal. Remember the drilling for Genie Energy? Fox News' Rupert Murdoch, Dick Cheney, the Rothschilds, Michael Glassner, all these Zionist neocons. Yeah, they own him, raging humanists. That's an understatement. Blackmailed, controlled agent from the start, threatened, or just sold out for the shekels.
To get that oil. Oh, sure. He's supporting settlements in some limited areas.
Trump was trying to annex the whole West Bank for all the settlements. That's the promise he was trying to give Israel.
Because Israel's growing. That's what Israel's doing. And Israel's under attack. And this two-state solution was always a fraud.
Israel's growing. They're just defending themselves. They need all the land. They're growing. It's God gave it to them. Might as well just say God gave it to them.
Trump's just being honest about it. Israel's going to expand out to the edge of its borders. And if the Arabs are dumb enough...
The edge of its borders, what, the Odeid Yanan, Greater Israel Plan borders? That's the borders that they want. Is that the borders that you're talking about, Jones? Are their borders not the 1967 line?
To attack them again, they're going to expand past that. The globalists are going to overthrow...
Expand past that.
They're going to expand past that. The globalists are going to overthrow everything. They're coming for everybody. And they're going to turn loose on us a bunch of Muslims that kill each other and can't live in peace and can't even wipe their asses, okay? With toilet paper. I'm sorry, it's true. Excuse me.
And remember, I play you the clips with the rabbis saying, yes, this is part of prophecy. This means the Messiah is coming, the war on terror, then the refugee crisis into Europe. You got Barbara Specter saying, oh, the Jews are going to be at the center of the immigration, and Europe can't be a monolithic. They won't survive without mass immigration, and it's going to be the Jews at the forefront, and we're going to be resented for this. But Jones doesn't play you Barbara Specter clip. He's never played Barbara Specter. He doesn't play you the clip of the rabbi saying that Islam is the broom of the Jews. The Jacob uses Ishmael to war with Esau. The two Abrahamic derivatives of the Torah, Islam and Christianity, war with each other, clashless civilizations, Gog and Magog, and then who's instigating it, who's in the middle, and who is going to instigate the end of the world and rise from the ashes and rule the Messianic age. Who could be behind it? Who's behind the New World Order, Jones? Mr. Exposing the New World Order, but won't tell you it's a Zionist end times prophecy. One world government, one world Noahide religion, one world currency with Israel and their cybersecurity and their tech agenda.
I'm not trying to be like this, but I'm really angry right now. And so, again, all the BS you've heard on the internet, all the anti-Israel stuff, why do you...
All the anti-Israel stuff is BS. Look, Netanyahu is saying, oh, Trump's speech is courageous. He's standing up for Israel.
No wonder they try to beat you over the head everywhere from conservative angles and why white supremacists hate me so much. And
again, anybody that criticizes Israel, he conflates with white supremacist.
always claim I work for Israel. Everybody says I work for Israel when I've been very, very fair on both sides of the issue. In fact, I was never even pro-Israel. I wasn't against Israel.
You love this? Very fair, both sides of the issues. I was never against Israel.
Very, very fair on both sides of the issue. In fact, I was never even pro-Israel. I wasn't against Israel. But all the bullying and all the lies that I worked for Israel, well, I am pro-Israel. And then I would just get...
Oh, we weren't right all along. You just changed your mind because of the bullying. Can you believe this coward says this nonsense?
Bullied online and by leftist publications going, Jones hates Muslims. Jones is a racist. And it was actually their bullying trying to make me be anti-Israel that made me study it more and become pro-Israel. So good luck with all of that bullying that's gone on. Everybody's tried to bully me to attack Israel and tried to bully me. No, I'm going to support Israel now more. Do I support Israel or don't I? And I've been very, very clear.
Oh, you've been very, very clear. Look at this screenshot. September 12th, 2015. So the day after 9/11, apparently he didn't talk about 9/11, so he had to come out or something and say he's not a Zionist. Look at the thumbs down. 1,100 thumbs down, 400 thumbs up. Trying to say he's not a Zionist. He's a fraud and he's a liar.
That I do support Israel.
And I've been very, very clear that I do support Israel.
And by the way, they make Zionist a dirty word.
They make Zionist a dirty word.
What's wrong with Jews believing Israel has a right to a homeland when the Muslims want the whole world? The Muslims, my point is the Muslims say they're going to get the whole world.
Literally rubbing elbows, chatting it up with Laura Loomer about how the Muslims want to take over the whole world. Has he never read the Torah or the Talmud or knows about the Jewish end times agenda with the temple and the law must come forth from Zion? To pretend like the Muslims want to rule the world but not talk about how the Jews want to rule the world is the most insane gaslighting ever. Exactly, QA Vincent. And that's not what Zionism is, you stupid bitch, Jones. Exactly. Zionism isn't just, oh, it's just a homeland for the Jews. It's just their right to exist. That's not what Zionism is. The reason that they're in Israel is because Jerusalem and the Holy Land and the Temple Mount and their Jewish prophecies. And they don't just want Jerusalem to be the capital of Israel. They want it to be the capital of the world. Like Isaiah, like the prophet of Isaiah said, the light unto the nations. The temple, the one world religion, all the Noahides. He talked about hiring Laura Loomer too. In these two videos, this is just scratching the surface. I have so many clips. I'm thinking about doing like a one supercut, no music, just all the clips that I have, upload it. People can download it and re-upload it. So that's all saved on the internet and people know about this fraud. So it's not forgotten down the memory hole. Why are there so many
saying
F's in the
everything
chat?
is theirs, and I'm supposed to just roll over and say, well, come cut my daughter's genitals off and throw gay people off buildings. I mean,
Who is cutting the male genitals off, Alex? Who is sucking the male genitals, Alex? Will you talk about that? No, it's just the Muslims and their genital mutilation. Won't talk about your circumcision, huh?
I'm not going to put up with it. We'll be right back. Stay with us. So there's no going back. There's no discussion of this. We all know the truth now. And you either choose the side of liberty and freedom or you choose the side of the New World Order, allied with the stinking, filthy, third world, woman raping, ass wiping with their... excuse, I'm going to have to go off air, okay?
Neutral. This is neutral.
No, there is a Jewish mafia at the heart of the New World Order.
10 years ago. Notice the old setup. Notice how the rhetoric changes so drastically. And I'm not saying he ever was completely legit. I don't know. But, or if he wasn't always compromised, I should say. Someone wants to see Raging and Adam go off on Jones at the same time. Yeah, Raging has a great Alex Jones impression. Maybe I can bring him in. If he's ready, I can bring him in here for a minute. You want to come on, Raging?
Jewish mafia at the heart of the New
more
World
clips.
Order. No, there is a Jewish mafia at the heart of the New World Order.
What Israel's doing, we know that the kings of blackmail, is that they're actually...
So Jones 10 years ago would say that they have their fingerprints all over 9/11. He would say that they're the kings of blackmail. He would say that there's a Jewish mafia at the heart of the New World Order, but now he says just the complete opposite. How can it, does it not beg the question, what happened? Has he been blackmailed? Has he been in any blackmailable situations? I wonder.
using their inside knowledge of Abramoff and a lot of other issues, just like Monica Lewinsky and Clinton. We know they were blackmailing them then. We know Israel's the king of blackmail. We know they blackmail Congress and the president all the time. We know Israel's the king of blackmail. We know Israel's the king of blackmail.
This is Alex Jones from Infowars.com. And if you come to the realization that I'm a lying, Sheldon Adelson Zionist stooge, tune in to No More News with Adam Green for reality. Listen to the real news with Adam Green. No More News. He's not a Zionist shill like I am. He's not bought and paid for. He's not compromised. Drain the swamp. Listen to Adam Green, Infowars.com.
That was Eric Jackman doing some impressions for me. Where's Raging? Okay, hold on. Let's see if Raging's ready. Sure thing. Here he is. He's coming on. He's going to start with the impression. I know it. Oh, unavailable. Okay, call him back. Okay, call declined. Okay, 2 seconds. Got to get to my PC. He'll be on in just a second. Let me find another clip that we can put up here. I think, didn't I do it, Alex Jones? Oh, yeah, I did a whole long stream the other day. InfoWars, Steve Pieczenik, Jerome Corsi. And, you know, you can cover Jones in so many ways. You can talk about him bragging that he's working with Special Operations Command and the Army and that he's, what else? The disinfo military operations with Steve Pieczenik and him promoting QAnon and Jerome Corsi working for WorldNet Daily and how he's an ultra Zionist as well. That's what I ought to play is let's Jones Israeli. Jones, his website band.video was given to him by an Israeli. Okay. Band come up. All right, here's Raging. Impromptu. What's up, bro?
Hello, you got me.
I do. Thanks for hopping on.
How's it? Yeah, sure. What's up?
What do you think of these Alex Jones videos? Have you seen these compilations? They're pretty old.
I've seen some of them before because I used to watch him a lot. So I mean, I remember a lot of this stuff. This isn't new to me. Like I remember I was saying before, the first person I heard about Mossad from was Alex Jones, and I remember him raging about how, I mean, he's in there, he's getting standing ovations. No president gets as many standing ovations. Nobody, you know, and they're all there giving Netanyahu the whole thing. And he's like, the Mossad's fingerprints are all over this. They're all over this after 9/11. And like, how do you forget that, you know, and then go and not even forget it, then go to Beyond to be, oh, well, I know they're good guys.
Yeah, I studied it more. I was never against Israel, but I studied it more, and now I'm pro-Israel. So like,
I studied it so much that my brain completely reconfigured itself into shill mode, and
you know, it's ridiculous. Like, how do you forget this kind of stuff? It's ridiculous. It's preposterous, man.
It's got nothing to do with the multi-million-dollar studios, I promise.
That's another thing. I remember something did change about that, because the old Infowars was different. I mean, it's different. You're right. And I like that you kind of, the vibe kind of changed. And all of a sudden, I remember he got this big new studio. I was like, geez, he must be doing really well all of a sudden. What's going on here? You know, and then it wasn't too long after that. He was all about the Obama thing. But at the end of the day, I mean, he had a pretty big reach. He's got a pretty big audience. How hard would it be? I mean, these people don't fuck around. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he was minding his own business one day, and then he gets a picture of his son Rex in the mail that he didn't take. That says it's time to shut up now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, of course, but I mean, but also, if that is what happened, then just resign. Just quit. You don't have to carry on lying. You don't have to be a shill. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
know.
Yeah, he's being used. Here's the clip. Alex Jones visited by Mossad. I'll have to get this back up, too. This was also banned.
I remember that. Yeah, he talked about that.
Listen, I had a Mossad agent at my house.
What?
Basically, because we don't want to kill you. Now, the reason I'm telling all this now is this is the real world I live in. And then I had this Mossad agent, who's one of the top guys in the country, whose cover is writing for a major magazine. And he gets here, and I go, I know this is really a visit from the Mossad. He goes, well, I'm sure, but hey, well, how'd you know that? I'm not really doing an article. I just want to see what you're planning to do to Israel. And I'm just like, I'm not against Israel. I'm not against anybody. I'm against World War III. And so
you're against men.
And I had this conversation. I go, look, I know not just Israel was involved in 9/11. I know a bunch of countries were. I think it's wrong that false flags are carried out. And
notice how he tries to spread the blame. And it's like, if you know that Israel was involved with 9/11, how could you ever claim that Netanyahu's coming to the rescue? Netanyahu and the cavalry, here they come to save Trump and save America.
Right. Unbelievable.
You don't just be like Mr. 9/11 Truth and Mr. 9/11 and not talk about these things. It's like just too obvious.
And he never.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he never talks about 9/11 anymore. Like, that's the crux. That's the linchpin. That's where all of this started, really, when everything really kicked into over. I mean, that's the thread you pull that takes the whole thing down. That's what led me to everything. Once you find, because all roads at 9/11 lead to a certain village, I'll say, they all lead to the same kind of places. So you can't really go there, or at least not very much. And then, because people are going to ask more questions, well, then what happens with this? And what about that? And what about that? Eventually, you're going to get there. So he just avoids it entirely. It doesn't. I mean, it's the worst. It's the worst crime that's, ever happened in American history since, like, probably the assassination of Kennedy, who also had some, some ties to some people as well. Yeah. And so
Jones
how do you ignore this?
Jones pretends to be like Mr. 9/11 Truth, and he was the figurehead of 9/11 Truth that I think by design, but he would not bring on Christopher Bolin or the Ryan Dawsons that talk about the Israeli role. But he did have Jason Burmis and Loose Change, but you know that the Dylan Avery, the creator of Loose Change about 9/11, said in an article that people wanted me to put stuff in my documentary that said that it was the Jews that were behind it, or that it was the Zionists, and that's just anti-Semitic. From the start. And then Jason Burmis just had Alex Jones on the other day and was licking his boots, and he won't call out this stuff either. He's always completely snubbed and ran like a coward from me. So it's obvious what he's about.
Yeah, no, David Icke, somebody said in the chat. Yeah, David Icke has been talking about it for a long time also. Jones used to, and he just stopped around 2002, 3, 4. So I can't remember exactly, but I remember it was around. I got out of high school in 2004, maybe, I think. So it was around that time everything started to kind of change to. It was kind of more of a basement, kind of just a guy in a room, and now it's a whole big studio. I mean, this is a lot of money. This is millions and millions of dollars. This isn't cheap. or at least this is $1 million studio, at least, right? These screens alone and the desk and the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, who paid for that? Like, were you saving up from supplement money? Like, listen, I've sold so many boner pills. I mean, I've made a lot of money. I made a lot of money on Super Male Vitality. Bought me this whole studio. Come on, man. Come on. Somebody's paying you something somewhere. And there's also the non-disclosure. What are they called? The NDAs like people sign. So I don't know if if you're familiar with Melissa and Aaron Dykes over at True Stream Media. They used to work for him. They used to work at InfoWars, and they're not allowed to talk about anything that went on there. They're not fans of him, I know that, but and that's all they'll say is that they can't, And they had the other guy, Joe Biggs was there for a while. He can't say it. Like there's a high turnover rate at that place. There's a lot of people that come in and out, and they're not ever allowed. Like why? Why are you signing NDAs? Like that's kind of strange.
Yeah. Well, Burmis used to work there a long time ago. Now he's come crawling back. Jones was claiming that he was begging for his job back. Burmis irritates me so much. Look at his thumbnails. Every thumbnail is him with the soy boy face, with his mouth open.
I hate those.
And Burmis did a documentary where he talked about the dancing Israelis a little bit years ago. But then Jones brings on Trump and goes, oh, yeah, those celebrating Muslims on 9/11. Like, to not talk about the dancing Israelis that were set up filming before the first plane hit, working for the Mossad front company. And then remember...
You're just doing mental gymnastics at that point to see that and go, oh, well, that's only just... It's like... For it to be anything other than what it looks like, which is people with foreknowledge of a serious, insane level crime terror event are setting up cameras anticipating it and then celebrating it when it happens. That is what it looks like because that is what it is. It's exactly what it is. And that's not that important. What are you kidding me? That's huge. Why isn't that on everybody's no one's radar? That's one of the first things that made me go, wait a minute, maybe there is something to this, because they're like, there's these because for somebody like the loose change guy, I don't think he knows anything. I think he's just a normie kind of, that 9/11 doesn't make a lot of sense. And here's some surface level cursory weird questions that nobody's really answered. And then instead of really getting into it, he goes, it's just anti-Semitic. That's just Jew hate. And it's like, dude, no, I get it. No one's out saying like, if you are Jewish, therefore you're an evil, horrible person. You need to be like, no one's saying that. But to ignore the fact that there is a Jewish mafia that Alex Jones himself has talked about. Like and I say this with Italians all the time, if I was working in the FBI in the 80s or something and said, the fucking Italians. Oh, that's an anti-pastaite. That's an anti-Italian. You know what I mean? All Italians are bad. No, I'm clearly referring to the criminal mafia of which I'm dealing with. Those Italians, right? There are bad. So just because they exist doesn't mean all Italians are bad. And just because, Italians exist doesn't mean that there's no such thing as the Italian mafia, which they did say for a while. Do you remember that? Like the FBI and them there is no, trust me, there's no, because they were deeply corrupt, right? They had so much power and they didn't want anybody to know they existed. It's the same thing with this. It's just another ethnic in-group mob. They just are doing very, very well for themselves. They're doing very well and they've got a lot of power.
Imagine being Alex
they
Jones.
Don't exist is like, sorry?
Imagine knowing that Israel was involved with 9/11 and that there was Zionists everywhere you look, and they're the ones that benefited, and to not talk about it anymore. To talk about the celebrating Muslims with Trump, or to ignore the FBI that declassified the photos of the dancing Israelis and not even cover it. I mean, he is frankly complicit in the cover-up at this point.
Yes, yeah, which is sad to see, because and a lot of people don't want to think that because. I grew up listening to the guy and I thought he was great I still watch him for entertainment. I mean, he's funny, he's fun to watch. But yeah, that kind of stuff is really, if you know everything, if you know both sides of it. And then when you see him do these kinds of things, it's like, just when I was getting ready to like you again, you do something like this and it's like unforgivable, man. Like you're intentionally lying here. So what, I missed the first part. Like, so his son wants to fight you and wants to box you.
Yeah. You want to see it? I could play that part again.
Sure. Yeah. Does he go full Alex Jones?
Basically,
like he's basically Alex 20 years ago, 30 years ago. They look identical. They sound identical. The way they talk is the same. Oh, he was on Killstream. Okay.
Yeah, it was on Killstream. The Killstream got bombarded with No More News fans and was asking him to come on my show or what's his favorite video.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'll play that. I'll play the challenge.
Of power in our country and how it's going to be easier for them to influence things now.
Pay again with the shout out. Thank you, Pay.
Here it is.
Sure, go ahead.
I'm going to be doing a lot of like fitness content and stuff and a lot of like hopefully, I'm hoping that I can kind of start like an online personality, not like a Jake Paul, Logan Paul style thing, but like for political people, because everyone on these platforms loves to talk shit and call each other.
Don't use that word.
I'm quoting.
Yes.
It's allowed. I'm quoting. I'm saying it's bad. All these people on this platform want to talk shit, okay? But none of them want to step in the ring and defend what they say. I box. You know what? I'm 6.
You defend what you say by debating, not by boxing.
Yeah.
I
beat you up, therefore I win.
Yeah, I'm not saying I could beat him up. Then you would box to resolve it. I'm saying I'm not even attacking him at all, really. I want nothing to do with him. I sympathize for the guy. I hope he just watches my videos or learns the truth and yeah.
It's interesting too because he was on I watched him. I can't remember if it was on Warski's channel or if it was on Killstream. I can't remember, but I was listening to him and it was like he knows what's going on. Like he was dropping some hints around some of the stuff that you talk about. You know, so he clearly has at least some knowledge of what's going on. So the idea that Alex doesn't is preposterous. I mean, who do you think he would have learned it from? So is he just straight up like taking money to protect his I don't know what the case is, but it's almost like I've said this about Rogan too. It's almost like you get to a point where it's like, you know, they'll send you the photo of your kids or whatever. It goes like, listen, you did a good job. We're proud of you, but it's time to retire now. Now you're going to take the money and you're going to go mainstream and you're just going to, you're just done with this now because you've gone as far as you can go. And if you fuck around, we'll waste you. We'll kill your whole family. We will. There'll be a car accident, overdose, whatever it is, but you're done. You really want to die for this, So it's almost like that's just what happens to people after a while. And that get too big too fast or they get that kind of a reach. It's tough, but Killstream commentators are ruthless. Yeah. Adam 6'4". Yeah. Are you guys with the same height? I wonder if there's any size difference. I'll watch that fight.
I'm not going to fight him. I don't fight to resolve my differences unless, last resort. But
I was talking about fighting somebody a little while ago, not because it would settle an argument, just because I hate the guy. I hate him, so I'd love to fucking pound his head in. But
I'm rooting for Rex though. I hope he watches this video. I hope if he's going on Killstream, he called Ralph his idol. I know he likes Revenge of the Sis, and they get the Israel stuff too. So it's better than Jones used to say that Rex watched Louder with Crowder, and then Rex says that he grew up on Ben Shapiro. So Revenge of the Sis and Killstream are definitely a step up from that.
Quite different, yeah. There's no way you can pretend he doesn't know what's going on. I don't know, but that's the thing. It's like I would be kind of simple. Well, you could just not take the money. You could just be like, all right, okay, I'm just going to retire. I'll just make up some bullshit, health, whatever, and I'm just going to shut it down. Did you see that Alex said he's going to retire at the end of this year?
Yep. I think that he's obviously drinking. He's got a bit of a drinking problem. I think that could be due to the guilt for the weight on his shoulders of all the lying is one of my theories.
It could be. And because if Trump is gone at the end of this year, which, I mean, a lot of people think a lot of fantasies are, it's not looking good, guys. And I wouldn't be surprised because at the end of the day, he's, playing for a team also. And, we'll see what happens. But that's interesting. I wonder if he knows more than he's letting on. And Alex is like, because that's his whole platform now is Trump, MAGA, 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 bringing down the deep state, whatever. So he's going to retire before that happens, or Trump's going to be, and he's just going to walk away. You know what I mean? Because you can't really go back now. So if say Trump is gone, and fucking Biden gets in, or whoever. Oh, sorry, I'm swearing on your.
You swear
or whoever.
I didn't hear.
Yeah, I was swearing. Yeah, but
well, we're gonna have to let you go then. I'm sorry. This is a family show.
we're not going to tolerate that kind of potty mouth around here. Like where does he go? Where does he go to after this? If Trump's gone, then what? Like, how does he continue his?
He'll fight
it's gonna be
Joe Biden and the Chi-Coms every day. That'll be the new narrative. The Chi-Coms have taken over.
The next QAnon cope is going to be like, if he does, and I remember Trump did say that if the Electoral College says they're giving it to Biden, he's going to concede. That would be quite the black pill for a lot of people. But the QAnons would just cope with he's playing 5D chess now. He's letting Biden take the fall, trust the plan, vague platitudes. And so because Biden and China and the pedophiles and Biden, he's there, and Trump's secretly still the shadow president from the other. You know what I mean? It would go on and on and on. It's just for fuck's sakes, guys.
Thanks, White Rabbit Radio, for the hosting. I want to get you on soon to have a chat. I saw you on the election night with Ethan Ralph. We'll have to talk soon. And so just to wrap up the Rex thing, and you got a few minutes. I got a couple news stories we can go through, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so. I'm rooting for Rex. I hope he watches the videos. I hope he knows that I'm not his enemy. I hope he just has the courage to be able to speak the truth, even though his dad hasn't been. And Jones could be a hero if he were just to speak out the truth about this stuff. He could. He can still redeem himself if he comes clean and exposes all this.
Imagine if he is going to retire and he does like a burn it down show and he just says all the things.
Yeah.
And then goes, fuck it, I don't care. And then chugs a whiskey bottle and he's drunk and I'd be like, wow. You know,
they said they were going to kill my family. I had no choice.
Yeah. That's right. You know, like I'm never going to let. Yeah, no kidding. That would be insane. That would be intense. It could. You never know. I'm not counting on that. Yeah, I mean that's next level bravery, right? And people like to get mad in the armchair, like he's not doing this, he's not doing that. Well, what the fuck are you doing for starters? And really, are you that brave? You're gonna sacrifice yourself and your family to tell the truth to the whole? I mean, really, honestly, be honest with yourself. That would not be an easy call to make, right?
He's been smeared everywhere in the media. His character assassinated. He's been deplatformed everywhere, and he still won't call them out. So that's why it makes me think that there's no hope.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, if it's that, it's like, yeah, you say this, we'll kill your family. Straight up. We'll leave you, we'll let you live. We'll just kill everyone you care about. Like, oof, you know, like, I don't know. It's hard to think, like, you want to think that that's not how the world works, but I mean, it's happened before. You know what I mean? Kennedy 1, Kennedy 2, Kennedy 3. We'll just kill them all. We'll kill everybody that fucking.
They're like, we got the tranny porn visitor logs, Alex. We own you.
That was pretty bad. Also.
Yeah. We know about your Charlie Sheen parties. Okay.
All right. I don't know why the Mossad is threatening.
Yeah.
But okay, here, let's go.
It's funny because I thought they were supposed to be the side of, Yeah, sure.
No, go ahead. Finish. The side of what?
Oh, because they're the side of the LGBTQ fucking all the degeneracy, right? It's beautiful and wonderful. So shouldn't they be like applauding Alex for how brave and progressive he is to?
Right.
But no.
So here's one of the big news stories today. Ivanka Trump. Donald Trump is the peace president, the Moshiach ben Yosef president. UAE, Bahrain, Kosovo, Sudan, and now Morocco. Are you tired of winning yet?
Yeah, clap, 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 Jared Kushner. Yeah.
Jared Kushner. Hell Moshiach. Were we at war? Was America at war with any of these countries?
Not that I'm aware. I don't know what America's business is between Israel and Morocco. I mean, I don't know. Israel and Sudan. Yeah, they're again, yeah. Who benefited, right? Well, 9/11 happened, and then the United States just went around beating the living shit out of everybody that Israel's ever had a problem with. Weird how that works.
Just important to note, the Moroccan flag is a star. It's a star like a
nice
pentagram, but it used to be the Israeli.
I didn't know this
star.
Really? That's interesting.
I thought so.
I did not
know
that.
I just saw it. There it is. David Star flag of Morocco for I guess the year 1200. Oh, from 1795 to 1915, they had the Seal of Solomon as their flag. But hey, they have peace now.
What?
And it's funny.
Good. That's great.
Trump is like fighting for his political career, and they're still busy over there making Israel great again, boosting their diplomatic and their power and their position in the world, so they can, he's assisting them to fulfill their prophecies, basically.
Yeah. I was just about to say this too. Somebody in the chat, it's okay to be white in your chat there. So didn't Netanyahu congratulate Biden and ditch Trump, and Trump still shills for? Yes. Yeah. He came out and congratulated President-elect Biden and the whole thing. Like, I thought, Bibi was on your side. You've clearly, why aren't they speaking out and saying other countries are? There's other newspapers in like Australia and other countries being like, this is a sham. This is a joke. 80 million votes for Biden. This is clearly, look at all the fraud. Look at the ballot dumping in the harbor and landfills, and they're pulling them out from under desks. And come on, this is nuts. And not a word. You know, oh, what a great friend. You know, because it doesn't matter whoever is president. You know, they win anyway. And the other thing too, a lot of the Trump people are like, he needs, and again, Alex Jones, the guy that always said both sides of the government are bad, NWO police state, it's the whole state, the whole government's corrupt. They're all, you know, and now he's no, GOP shilling. Oh no, and advocating for the police state he's been warning against for 20 years, saying we need martial law. Trump's got to bring in martial law. He's got to do this. He's got to do that. Well, okay, but consider this, MAGA people. After that's done, Trump's 75. I mean, he's not going to have a third term, or like he's 70. He's a 75-year-old man. Then what? Then you're 4 short years away from a Jared Kushner dictatorship with the police state that's never gone back in the bag. Like once there's martial law, it never ends. It's forever. And you're potentially your next president's going to be Ivanka and Jared Kushner, and Trump will endorse them, and these morons will vote for it. You know, it's terrifying. Like who comes in after? Who comes in for? You know, after Trump? Really? Like they're not thinking long term here.
Well, Alex Jones and Steve Pieczenik have welcomed a Kushner presidency and said that'll make America great to have a Chabad Lubavitch president. You mentioned Netanyahu betraying Trump. Like I'm not surprised at all. Netanyahu cares more about his political career. If Trump loses, he's already ready to hitch his wagon with Biden, who he says, "Oh, I've known for 40 years," and you know he bows to Zog, says he's a Zionist, bows to AIPAC. Netanyahu doesn't have loyalty to Trump.
No, if Trump ever believed that this guy cared about him and was actually his friend and was actually going to, he's dumber than you could. I mean, that's one of the dumbest things for, you know, for somebody who's supposed to be as smart as you. Hi, IQ. It's amazing. I'm really smart. Really? This guy's the biggest snake in the world. And you're like, welcome in, and you think he's your friend. And, but all, you know, the QAnon, oh, he unfollowed him on Twitter. Oh, wow. Did he? Oh, shit. Okay. Fucking DEFCON 3 then.
Well, you know, Trump is loyal, or I wouldn't say he's loyal, but he's owned. They control him, and Trump will still, even if Netanyahu betrays Trump, Trump will still clean Netanyahu's laundry. He'll still give him the key to the country. And the key to our hearts. And he doesn't care. And Netanyahu did walk it back a little bit, and like the next time he didn't address Biden as president-elect. So I don't know. I'm sure Netanyahu's still rooting for Trump, but maybe he doesn't care, and he figures he'll be he'll get he'll see what he can squeeze out of Biden too.
Yeah, I mean they've kind of got both sides anyway. What was the other thing? Oh shit, I was going to say. Crap, I can't remember now. But yeah, go ahead. It'll come to me.
Somebody says my audio is cracking. Is that everybody hear that? It sounds good on your end. What about?
It was for a second, like 10 minutes, like 5 minutes ago. It kind of was, but.
Do I sound okay now? This is Dark Angel.
This is the baby voice. I could do I'd pop. I'm gonna join Netanyahu in his duet with the leading pop star.
That sounds amazing. We should do that. We should definitely. This is my real speaking voice. Government. This is the voice. Listen, guys. I want to reveal this right now. I am QAnon. It's me the whole time. I was the guy. I was QAnon. It's all. Listen, it's just a guy in the basement. I've been making it up. I'm very talented. I've been having a great time.
Speaking of QAnon, since we're talking about Jones, I got a little clip lined up of him in QAnon. Here we go. Let's play that.
Oh no.
Because he pushed QAnon hard, and then he
Where'd
still
Rob
pushes.
go? Does he still work there?
Yeah.
QAnon is totally real. QAnon is totally real. As Zach and our, Cape Canaveral sources and Space Command sources have pointed out, and people make jokes about that, but that's the 18th agency. You're here. This is big. We'll be right back on the other side with our real QAnon. Stay with us. QAnon. Amazon? I know you know QAnon's identity, but obviously we're not going to, and I've confirmed as well, QAnon is a group in the Pentagon.
And very close to Donald Trump, military intelligence, specifically Army intelligence, I believe. And I've affirmed working with what
narrows it down a lot.
People,
way to dox them.
Well, there's the other show when Jerome Corsi is on with Alex Jones, and he goes, I just got a text message from above Israeli intelligence, above Mossad, and they said, I told them I'm going to break the news on your show. And they said, great.
It's so dumb. It's such a good sign because I mean, all these people that I mean, they're taking advantage of the hope and the patriotism of Americans that want they're telling them what they want to hear and convincing them to stay on the couch and do nothing. Trust the plan, eat your Doritos, watch sports ball, share memes. That's all you got to do. It's fine. If it wasn't for QAnon, maybe they actually would have done something. But instead, they're entertained on their couch, and you really think like they're just broadcasting. Here's what we're going to do. Here's our secret plans on a public internet page that everyone can read, especially including the people we're after. And not only that, Jerome Corsi's they're real, and they're people that are close to Donald Trump, Army intelligence, specifically Army intelligence close to Donald. Well, let's see. That could be, I don't know, all of 5 different people potentially. So that fucking narrowed it down. Thanks a lot, Jerome. You waited. Ridiculous, man. Come on, this is nuts. This is silly. I mean, I worked in the military. This is not how things are done. Military intelligence is not broadcasting its fucking plans in secret so all the couch potato boomers are fucking reassured. It's ridiculous. They would just do it and then explain it afterwards. There's no need of this. It's preposterous. It's a massive entertainment campaign. And follow the rabbit. Are you kidding me? Like, they're taking tropes from movies now. This is not what serious people do. This isn't military intelligence. This is a psyop. This is people in Tel Aviv, probably. Somebody got promoted big time on this one. This was really well done. Well
Imagine
played.
how they laugh in private about this major psychological operation, how effective it is. It's like a cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a well poisoning operation. The same thing happened with the flat Earth stuff, and I'm going to piss people off here because there's flat Earth cultists everywhere. But when the 9/11 stuff was really taking off, I want to say 2012 maybe ish. Around that time, right around the time I first found, Ryan Dawson's work and everything, it was really gaining, especially on social media and the social media sites I was on, like it was getting around and real information was coming out. A lot of interesting stuff that, we talk about and Ryan's talked about. And then out of nowhere, as if out of overnight, there's flat Earth people all over the place into this all the same spots. And they've got professionally produced graphics and videos and all of this stuff. And it came out of nowhere. It was like, there's money here, guys. This doesn't just happen. Who made all these graphs and charts and movies? And they're like, shut up, Earth's flat. So then, later on, YouTube said, oh, yeah, we got to get rid of all these craziness off of our website, flat Earth videos and 9/11 truth videos. It was a well-poisoning operation. They successfully tied the two groups together by going into the 9/11 groups, pumping it for flat Earth, madness, and then, filter it down. It's all the same and ban it all. And now it's all gone. And they do the same thing now with, it was with Pizzagate, the pedogate stuff, all the, Assange, where's he? Is he trusting the plan? I think his plan's trusting's going right now. He's dead.
WikiLeaks,
He's dead in
who's
prison.
WikiLeaks? I've never heard of WikiLeaks.
Yeah. Love WikiLeaks, the best. And now he's never heard him. The guy basically got you elected. The only reason anybody knows about really Epstein went mainstream and was because of that. And then right when that happened, the fake news shit started, and then the QAnon stuff came right in on top of it. It hijacked the whole thing and turned it into this, everyone thinks they're fighting satanic pedophiles and all this stuff by sharing memes somehow. You've been distracted. They came in and they went, oh, shit, oh, look, over here, boy. Oh, look, shiny. Yes, follow that. There you go. There we go. Follow that for 4 or 5 years. That'll buy us some time, so.
Yeah,
maybe
another
I'm wrong,
QAnon,
but that's my take on it.
Another QAnon mantra that they have is dark to light, which is like the Chabad Kabbalah main thing that they're always talking about. Well, such a coincidence. And then QAnon is like, oh, we're gonna get rid of all the evil cabal in the world, and Trump's gonna do it like he's like some messiah, like ushering us into the messianic age. I wouldn't doubt if whoever came up with this is connected to some kind of Kabbalist or a Kabbalist himself.
And they've got weird symbolism. They've got slogans and marketing, and they're selling hats and shit. I mean, guys, come on. It's pretty silly. You gotta, once you really objectively look, you turn off the entertainment blinders and go, what is actually happening here? And they've said lots of crazy stuff, like Hillary's going to be arrested on Halloween. That was like 2 years ago. Barack Obama's in Gitmo, and Justin Trudeau up here, he's got an ankle bracelet on, and Trump's going to arrest him and all this. That's why he's not. It's just on and on. And then when that runs out of steam, they come up with a new pile of bullshit that people are obsessed about, and they're looking at secret codes and things that don't exist. And yeah, it's we're on month 10 of this now. The COVID fucking NWO is being brought in full speed, and everybody's
they're such
trusting
gullible
the
sheep. The InfoWars followers, the QAnon followers. It's really blackpilling and discouraging. Like the delusion and the willful ignorance and the cult-like following is just pathetic.
Yeah, it's really ridiculous. And that's the other thing. There's some of the flat Earth people in there. It doesn't matter, guys.
Globetard.
If it came out tomorrow, like the Earth is flat, what changes? Nothing. Zionism, still a problem. Paying your taxes, you're still doing it. Planes are still flying. It literally changes absolutely nothing at all because none of us are going to space. None of us are doing anything. We're stuck here. We're not going anywhere. It makes no difference. It's a it's a tail. What am I talking about?
Don't
Tail
worry about
chasing
the
exercise.
Don't worry about the
Don't worry about
chosenite
9/11 and the
supremacists.
criminals
Focus
and the
on the
very
globe.
provable. Yeah, don't worry about the Kurzberg brothers or what they were doing or what urban moving systems. No. The Earth is flat. That's what you should focus on. That's what you should make your crusade and spend all your time spreading the truth about is the fucking. I don't care if we're on a turtle that's fucking swimming around. It makes no difference to me at all in my life. In tomorrow, the yesterday, and the day after, it's gonna make no difference at all. Everything else is still the same. I've still got all the same problems than I did the day before.
And then our adversaries get to go, oh yeah, the people talking about that's Q people, that's flat Earth people. They conflate them all, and then the censors also conflate them and say, okay, we got to censor the internet because all these flat earthers and 9/11 truthers and anti-Semites.
I don't care if we're inside a giant punch bowl. I really don't care. Makes no difference to me. What I'm concerned about is the international banking communist syndicate that's running our country and everyone's country right now.
Yep.
And is making life less and less enjoyable by the day. I mean, you can count. I don't know a single person right now that's having a good time, that's doing well. Nobody. Every single person I know is struggling financially, depressed, and they're doing all of this stuff. These people have got to go. Like, something's got to be done here. And they're like, oh, but the Earth's flat. Like, yeah, that's whatever. I don't care. What do we do about the criminals, dude?
So exactly, what do we do about Operation Warp Speed and the mandatory vaccine they're going to try to push on everybody? You saw this, the 4 Pfizer vaccine volunteers developed Bell's palsy. Condition causes one side of your face to drop or become stiff. All 4 were in the vaccine group and not in the placebo group, and here's the FDA source on this. Bell's palsy. I mean, the meme is actually true. Come to life.
Literally. Oh man, I can't believe it. I mean, I can believe it, and it's only been a few days. They've already been injecting people a few days. There's already been several deaths already. Now and I was talking about this last night and doing, my Jones joke. I played that. You ever see that 28 Globalists Later video? I thought it was hilarious.
No, I haven't. Is it
a 28 Days Later
Jones
theme, and he just gets more and more crazy and angry? Yeah, it's funny. It's just him
on YouTube?
doing what he does. But I was doing that, and basically the joke is that, my dad was talking about this. Like, it's a miracle because it was, COVID is not even, it's about a year old, right? And it's so devastating. And oh my God, I mean, it's going to be years. I mean, to make a vaccine takes minimum 6 years, 6 to 20 years a lot of times to test it and test for, isolate the virus and design the thing. And we're going to need a miracle. We got 5 miracles just in time for Christmas. We got Pfizer, we got Moderna, we got AstraZeneca, we got Johnson & Johnson. What are the odds that all of these companies all just... Wow. I mean, it's amazing what God can do, thank you. What are the, amazing. They all just, all of them. And they're all willing to share profits. I mean, it's just, what a beautiful thing. It's a joke.
It was in the news. I think World Economic Forum and the Rothschilds and all these big corporations are all teaming up for some new capitalism thing. I'll have to find that. But I find this funny. COVID-19 hit Latinos hard. Building trust in the vaccine is crucial. So that's what their agenda right now is: building trust, manufactured consent. Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of dog and pony shows coming out here. You're going to see Trump get the vaccine and everybody get the vaccine, and it's going to be saline, or it's going to be one of these trick Hollywood needles. It doesn't, the needle retracts into the syringe, and it's like they have these. It's not that hard to make, guys. Like, I'm pretty sure I had a toy like that as a kid, for God's sakes, in the 90s. They're not actually going to be giving them anything, but it's going to work on people. They're going to go, oh, I saw Trump get it on TV. It must be fine. Come on, Jesus. It's
totally
sterilize people. Yeah, that's my theory about that, is that with the because Gates is a eugenicist, so is his father. They're on record talking about stuff like this. There's too many people. Kissinger. There's too many useless eaters. I don't know why that sounded like Sean Connery, but you know what I mean. That theme of there's too many people. There's too many slave peasants. They want to depopulate. There's too many people. Okay, I get it. So what are you gonna? You can't really have a war. We can't really have World War III. That would probably destroy the earth at this point. The weapons are way too devastating, and there's not really a need because pretty much every country's on the same page. There's no real nation stopped being a thing 80 years ago. It's the bankers run everything and everybody now. So how do you, and we can't just give them the vaccine and it kills them. They can't drop dead. No one would take it after a couple of weeks. It'd be obvious it's killing everybody. So it can't happen right away. So we can't have them just drop dead later either. That, would really piss people off, and that would be a sudden shock to the. What if you ever see that movie Children of Men? What if the vaccine sterilizes everybody? It'll be 2 years before anybody figures that out, and then the damage is done.
Yeah, I'm trying to scroll through my videos right now. Somebody found there was a show on Amazon called Utopia, where I guess the season finale, he was like, yes, we're going to have vaccines for everybody, and it's going to make everybody infertile, and it's going to cut off the production line of children.
Yep. Yeah, and the way it's so John Cusack is the guy in the movie, and the way or the TV series is pretty good. It was entertaining. I watched it, but I was like, there's a lot of subversive stuff in there, obviously. And he's like, at the end, he's like, listen, like there's too many people. Like we're not killing anybody. We're just preventing new people from existing. You know what I mean? So like morally and ethically, like I can see how they in their head would think this is the right thing to do. Like they think they're doing everybody a favor. They think they're they're playing God. Oh yeah, there it is there.
Yeah, it's so quiet though. I'm trying to find if I can see it on YouTube. The secret behind the vaccine. And this is according to the Talmud and the Zohar and their mythologies, all non-Jews, Gentiles are the seed of Satan. That Samael, Satan, is our guardian angel. Yeah. So, and how they defeat Samael is by castrating him, cutting him off. They'll be like, "Oh, we didn't know."
That will do it. Yeah.
We intend to stop human reproduction for 3 generations.
Yeah.
The busy, endless global assembly line of babies.
The global, endless assembly line of babies.
Assembly line.
Will grind to a halt.
I think that's what it is.
Will grind to a halt. I mean, of course, this is what will get us banned, though, because look, this is what I was trying to show. My buddy Davey Crocco here had 3 of his YouTube channels banned. YouTube comes out with this new announcement that you disagree with the election. Yeah. You think the vaccines could be dangerous. Your whole channel's banned now. YouTube doesn't allow.
I've been trying to pull people to DLive forever now for that reason, because it's like YouTube is. I mean, you can't just. It's like staying on the Titanic. It's like, well, it hasn't sunk yet. It's like, but it's gonna. Just get off. Get on the life. Go somewhere else while you can. And the longer you wait, you don't build an alternative, presence somewhere else. You've got nowhere to go to. You got to start over from scratch, from nothing, and you're screwed. So, I mean, everybody should have been getting off of YouTube forever ago. I don't know how I'm not banned yet. I don't know why it took them forever to ban you.
I noticed you're drawing a bigger crowd on DLive than on YouTube.
Yeah, and I don't like YouTube is I used to get like 400 or 500 viewers on there, but I'm getting at least 1,000 over here, and still a few hundred over there, but they don't what was I going to say now? I can't remember. No, I don't think they like sitting through like 3, 4 hour, 5 hour streams sometimes to like wait for me to say something and then have to timestamp it and clip it and everything and submit it as evidence to ban. I think it's almost like it's too exhausting for them to sit through it all rather than a 10-minute video,
So this is YouTube's new guidelines. YouTube doesn't allow claims about COVID-19 vaccinations that contradict expert consensus from local health authorities or World Health Organization. So literally, you cannot. What
is the Barrington Declaration not expert authorities? Because there's thousands and thousands of doctors saying the COVID lockdown policies are nonsense and not helpful, and the vaccines are not to be not a good idea. Thousands. I didn't even hear about this till the other day. This is how suppressed it is. There's so many doctors that are like trying to form like, look, there's thousands of us. The Barrington Declaration, I think it's called. It's pretty crazy. They decide.
The narrative that they're running is that just like in Contagion, the ultimate solution of the movie was creating the vaccine, and it was like everybody wanted the vaccine so bad that they had to have a lottery for who would get it first. So it's like this is programming, predictive programming, so that people are indoctrinated to behave the same way. And
that's another big problem. I mean, I'm sure it's everywhere, but I mean, I focus mostly on what's going on in Canada. It's 80% of the time anyway. And everyone that when they talk about it, they act as though everyone wants this vaccine and everyone wants to be first. I don't know anyone that wants this vaccine. And I know healthcare workers, nurses, they're all like, not only do we not want it, there's no goddamn way you're coming at me with that thing. But yet the state, not a single politician's addressed this. Nobody is on that side of going, well, wait a minute now. Is this even necessary? Or like they're all in on it. They're all playing this fantasy of this super dangerous COVID that isn't. The deaths are the same year over year as they've ever been. It's the same amount of people that die from the flu, and because it's what it is. It's just a seasonal flu. They just literally scratched out the name and named it something else. And well, now this is the problem. Now, no one's talking about that. No one's taking, and the media is just acting as though everybody wants it. And they're going to do the same thing with the guns. They put a gun ban up here, so nobody can buy, transfer, do anything. Any kind of decent rifles are fucking basically illegal now. And they're going to say everyone's turned them in. Why haven't you turned yours in? I mean, we've got 20,000 guns just today. It's all nonsense. None of it's true, but they're just making it up. They say we tested up. We had a poll. 88% of Canadians think the vaccine. They can't wait to get the vaccine. Maybe it should be mandatory. Not true. Not true at all. They're just straight up making things up now. It's insane. Just to try to
totally,
peer
I saw
pressure
another
and corral
meme. It's
people.
like people are happy about a vaccine that's like 70 or 90% effective, but when the survival rate is like 99 point something percent, right? So it's like, did these people never take a math class?
Oh, I think we're down. Stream go down? Yeah.
What?
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's down again. Shit.
What?
We did it. Yeah, we did it.
Oh, they're saying freezing.
What
happened?
The Jews did it.
I have to pee real bad, man. Let me be right back, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe it'll pop back on.
It's back now.
Hold the floor. Okay, I gotta pee.
Okay.
Just give your plugs and about your channel and stuff.
Sure. Yeah, I'll tell him about the Mega Ball. Are you still coming? Yeah, I don't know if he's coming. I hope so. December 19th, the Mega Bowl. I'm doing a 12 to 14-hour stream. I heard your beep. Yeah, that's the communism detector I have here in my basement. It goes off every time a communist gets its wings. It goes off a lot. It goes off quite a bit. I mean, there's more and more. There's more every day. Yeah, Rance was on. I was going to go and see what he was doing. I ended up in here. This guy looks like the JIDF. I could be. I very well could be. I'm doing a super long mega stream on the 19th. Adam said he would come. Ryan Dawson said he would come. I got Andy Worski and Kyler. Ethan Ralph said he would come over. Black Pill, Devin Stack said he would come. I mean, it's going to just be retarded. If this doesn't get us shut down on D Live is fucking wide open at that point. I mean, it's got to be. There's going to be too many racist, bigot, horrible, the worst people on the internet all in the same place at the same time. It'll catch fire. It'll just catch fire. It'll burn it all down. What time does it start? 12 p.m. Eastern. So 12 p.m. Eastern on the 19th. It's a Saturday day. And I'm going to be going from noon till 2 in the morning. I don't know, whenever. Tell Ryan to fix his hair. No, the man can do what he wants. He even has it. Mine's falling out. You want me to do the radio voice?
Do the radio voice.
The radio guy. The radio guy. Adam Green is back here at No More News. 104.4 Rage FM. I've taken over your entire channel. Now we're doing a fake radio show. Here to talk and bring you all the latest updates in the Zionist takeover of the world that no one wants to talk about because it'll be deplatformed and banned forever. Especially not Alex Jones. He's on the payroll. He's taking some money, it would seem, much to the chagrin of Adam, which has caused Adam to be confronted by his son Rex, who's challenged him to a boxing match inexplicably for talking trash about his daddy.
Yeah. Well, he didn't say he hated me. He just said he's not a fan, which, I expected worse. Ralph was like, what do you think of him? Let's play this clip.
Thinly veiled insult.
Yeah.
Amalek Radio, 148. Welcome to Amalek Radio. That's a good idea.
Amalek Radio. What's the station name? Channel 6 million.
Changing, world improving.
Channel 6
And we have taken that virus and embedded it in the vaccine of the Stearns flu.
I knew it. I knew it. He created a panic and now everybody's begging for the vaccine.
No. Demanding it with all the entitlement of a first world country.
Yes. And now we have exactly what we want. Hundreds of millions of Americans lining up, offering us their arms, and letting us give them our creation.
I'm pretty sure when every vaccinated person starts dying, they'll trace it back to undetectable virus or not.
Dude, who comes up with these scripts? And it's funny because, some normies will be like, oh, it's just fiction, just a coincidence.
Yeah,
Go look at all the stuff about 9/11 that it was in movies and in shows, and then it transpired exactly like that, basically.
It's pretty on the nose, and it's like, again, we know who these people are. We know how much power. I mean, if they're going to publish something they don't like, it just gets axed. It doesn't get put on Amazon Prime. Like, this isn't some like minor like, oh crap, Showcase released something we forgot. We skipped this filters. Oh crap, our master plans have been revealed. They know damn well. They want people to see this. It's like their weird part of the ritualistic. What is it like? They got to tell people what's going to happen before it absolves them of guilt. Is how I understand it. That's why because people are like, well, why are these weird cult people? They're always showing everybody what they're doing. Why would they do that? It's because that, that way they're like, hey, we showed you and you did it anyway. It's not my fault anymore. It's your fault. You're an idiot. If you're stupid enough, it's like hunting an animal. And like, guys, it's apples under a cage. Like you can see it and you crawled in there and ate the apples anyway. You're the idiot, not me. You deserve this. So that's kind of their philosophy. And I mean, I guess whatever helps you sleep at night, Hillary. But that seems to be what this is, of course. What else? What purpose could this be? A lot of people leftists, especially, were losing it. They're like, this has to be taken down. We can't have this. This is going to cause hysteria. It's going to cause conspiracy theories, and yet it was widely promoted. And this is a remake too. This was originally a British television show from like 5 years ago. So this isn't even a new. I
didn't know that.
Yeah, there was 2 seasons. It was called the same. I think it was called the same thing, Utopia, and it was a British TV show. And apparently, the British one was much worse. Dr. Evil, that's the rules, okay? You don't like it, I don't care. But that's my evil plan. So I mean, get over it. That's what's happening now.
Here, let me finish this. And I looked up and Bjorkness did a Control F castrated, so you guys can see that this is the end times agenda. What better than a plague where all the Gentiles get castrated? I've even got a clip of a rabbi saying that the vaccine is a bioweapon. He's like warning his people in the synagogue. But let's just finish this up here.
You've all been very busy. You're all very sharp. Are you sure none of you would like to come and work for me? No? Better than dying a terrible, violent death? Then understand this. What we are doing is far bigger than death.
This virus is not deadly.
It looks pretty damn deadly.
Tell me this. What have you done today to earn your place in this crowded world? Exactly. Everything I do is a cure for our current situation.
And how's it a cure?
You're killing people. I told you it does not kill. That was the amazing epiphany we had. We didn't have to kill to accomplish our goal.
What?
We intend to stop human reproduction for 3 generations. The busy, endless global assembly line of babies will grind to a halt.
You're sterilizing people?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
In the first 5 years, we'll start to see major birth rate declines as teenagers vaccinated today hit their childbearing years.
You're controlling the future of human civilization.
Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to 0. That's back.
Yeah.
There you go. And then there's headlines saying that, look, they're already in damage control. No, COVID-19 vaccine doesn't cause infertility in women. No, there's no evidence of that, says New York Times. It's saying that
there is nothing to suggest that Camel cigarettes are not the best choice for you and your pregnant wife. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend Camel cigarettes. Helps you sleep, helps you stay thin. If there was something wrong with cigarette smoking, we would tell you. We're the doctors. Trust the science. It's so stupid. Yeah. Thalidomide, get it today. Kids love I did this, last night. I had a bunch of ads. DDT is good for me. Like, of course. I mean, if you buy this, if you see this and you're like, I mean, I'd give somebody a benefit of the doubt if you're like F17, if you're like, you're a kid, I get it. I didn't know what the hell was going on until I was like 26, at least, But I mean, if you're in your 30s, if you're a grown adult and you're, and you're like, I think the son should get the vaccine. You're the dumbest person you're one of the dumbest generation of people that's ever existed in history. I mean, this is crazy. If you've made, and I've been saying this too, there's a lot of people like, there's not very many people on the fence anymore. They're either on team reality or they're in a cult. There's very few people in the center. So if you went from this time last year, if you went from December 2019 to December 2020, and no part of you is like, I think maybe something fucking weird's going on, you're not savable. Like, you made this transition to now, right now, and you don't see anything wrong with anything. You know, you don't think the government's up to no good. You don't think anything fucking sketchy's going on. Those people can't be saved, in my opinion. I don't know what else.
If you haven't got it by now, you're probably never going to get it. It does seem that way.
Yeah, I think so.
Look, they already have their plot. They already have their cover story. Oh, it's not the vaccine that caused the infertility and decreased birth rates, which are already happening, and sperm counts are dropping in the Western man as well. Doctor warns COVID-19 may cause male infertility. So it's not the vaccine; it's just the virus that caused that.
Yeah, it could say. Well, that was going around also. I remember, if you remember early on the COVID stuff, the Chinese were saying that men that had COVID were infertile.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that could be it. Maybe and then they dropped that narrative after quickly. It only lasted a week or two, and that just kind of went away. I was like, that's a pretty serious side effect. That would scare the shit out of a lot of people. But that's not that. Maybe they got their wires crossed. Again, they're not perfect. These are just people. I mean, I'm standing here in front of the Solomon Brothers building that has collapsed 30 minutes ago. Still right behind her, right? The woman BBC, and then they cut her off, reporting on the building 7 before it even falls down, 30, 40 minutes before it does. Like, how did she know that? What are the odds? And then they cut it, and then it falls. Like, they make mistakes, and, things obviously don't always go up. So maybe they let it was a Freudian slip, kind of, whoops. No, that's later. The infertility stuff is later. No, never mind. Shut that down. That goes with the vaccine. That's in stage 3, guys. Go back to page 20. We're on page 20 right now. Stop skipping ahead.
Well, it's so disturbing. Bjerknes's book, Beware the World to Come. I'm going to read here real quick. I'm not sure. I'd have to scroll through a bunch of pages to see if it's the Zohar, the Talmud, or what rabbi wrote this. But it says, he castrated the angel, or Satan, that in order to save the world from destruction, he might not mix with her, Lilith. The other god had been castrated, for the holy and blessed God had castrated him to the end he might bring forth no fruit into the world. Angel, that the holy and blessed God should have castrated that angel. This is Samael, the guardian angel of the Gentiles, which is the other God, to the end he might not beget the soul of idolaters, which they say Gentiles and Christians are idolaters. So this literally is Jewish prophecy to make the Gentiles infertile.
That's terrifying. Because I mean, I'm open to other interpretations and explanations, but from where I'm sitting, this seems to be the most likely course of action here. It solves a lot of problems at once. They're always talking about the overpopulation, the too many people, blah, blah, blah. You've got the religious cult aspect to it. We know how powerful those people are. And I mean, rank and file, regular people in the world don't buy that. They think it's silly because most people in the world aren't in religious cults. They think it's not. These people are. They're in the woods worshiping a giant owl statue, naked with robes on and burning effigies of children. They're, Epstein Island, it's everywhere. It's all over the place. And if you're going to pretend it doesn't exist, you're ridiculous or you're not paying attention. So, it hits a lot of the key. As far as theories goes, this is my top, that's my number one, choice. I don't think they're going to, people are just going to start dropping dead or anything. Of course, there's probably going to be side effects. I don't think they care that much. I think and again, 4 or 5 companies, just all of a sudden, they all miraculously did the impossible and created a vaccine in 6 months from nothing, from a virus that hasn't even been isolated yet. That's amazing. I think that as long as it's sterile and it's an mRNA vaccine, no one seems to care about that. Changes your DNA, has to be stored at -70. And they're starting with the old people too, which, they're not having babies, so nobody's going to notice. And then they're going to work their way down, and it's going to be like, it seems fine. There's some side effects, but otherwise, there's no one's dropping dead. Everything's fine. And then eventually, the last round is going to be the under 30 crowd and the kids. And then that's, maximum, brainwashing and pressure. And they're going to make it, impossible otherwise to live your life without it. They're going to say it's not mandatory. You just can't, work or travel or go anywhere or see anyone or do anything. It's not mandatory though. And then, they'll push as many people to get it as possible. And it's going to take a couple years for the results to come in where they go, is it just me or is there way less babies than there used to be? Like, yeah, we literally neutered you guys 2 years ago. and you're just figuring it out. Now you can't fix it; it's over.
The birth rates are going down, so we need more immigration to keep the population decline from happening.
Oh no, and it's going to be the developed countries that get this first. Like they're not rolling this out in mass numbers to Somalia or Pakistan or anywhere or India or anything. You know what I mean? It's going to be Western countries that get all of this first. And Canada's up to like second in line now. We were way behind, and now they're like, oh no, we need more doses. Bought 150 million doses. There's only 37 million people here, so they must think everybody wants at least 3. It's ridiculous. The UK is going to get it first. Germany, Spain, France, Italy, Canada, the United States. Like those are the ones that are all going to get rammed this through first. And then the damage is done. And now imagine that. Then you really would need mass immigration because it's like we literally have no tax force. We have no workforce. There won't be any babies for 50 or ever again. I don't know. It's sick. It's psychotic. I hope that's.
And you're
not
right. There was a movie about that. Children of Men.
Children of Men.
What
Yeah.
It's called, where only one woman on Earth was able to have a baby, and they were like all trying to protect her and stuff.
Hadn't been babies for like 30 years or something, and then there was a pregnant woman, and it was like, oh my God, we need to get her somewhere. And the movie's really subversive and crazy. And
Tale,
obviously,
too.
it's a black woman, of course, and and Clive Owen has to sacrifice himself for her and everything. It's pretty. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, I remember
Eve,
that
right?
came
They
to
call her
mind.
Eve.
Yes, I
Yeah,
think so.
the black woman Eve. Yeah, and the plot of Handmaid's Tale, which is also out, I think, on Amazon and was a movie and a book and stuff. It's that a religious cult takes over the United States, and their wives are infertile, so they have to have handmaidens that the men basically rape and keep as slaves, and then they raise the children with the crazy Catholic instructor lady.
Fun stuff. Children of Men was the name of the movie. It's from like 2007, maybe 6. Devin Stack did a video, probably.
Yeah.
Devin's brilliant with that stuff.
Oh man, I got to see that. Black Pill did a video on Children of Men. Wow. Okay.
Did he do one? Yeah.
Now he wins out. Hey, let's play this last clip and wrap it up here. Last
Sure.
3 minutes. This is Trump, his Hanukkah announcement. I haven't seen it yet. It might be uneventful, but here we go.
Happy Hanukkah, everyone.
Is that it?
Happy Hanukkah, everyone.
Okay, that's it. Very uneventful.
Weird, but whatever. I mean, that I wouldn't have a problem with if that's all it was. It's like, yeah, I did a 3-second happy holiday minority, you 1% of the United States that you're having,
This was the other headline I wanted to cover.
Right on.
Pope Francis is backing
I
a new
talked about
movement
yesterday. Insane.
to redefine capitalism as a force for good. And of course, they don't let me read it. But anyway, it's Estee Lauder. That's a Jewish billionaire. I think Ronald Lauder's family, the head of the World Jewish Congress, Bank of America, the Vatican,
MasterCard,
Rockefeller Foundation, and the Rothschilds are involved as well. They're going to reset capitalism.
Just as Jesus would have wanted, And then the Lord said, "Get thyself a MasterCard with only 6% interest prime for the next 12 months and shop on Amazon and enjoy thy Father's kingdom." Psalm 666.
666.
I mean, come on, dude. The Pope is partnering with fucking MasterCard, the Rockefeller Foundation. Like, oh, God. They're so corrupt. There wasn't even supposed to be. I mean, I'm not a super religious guy, but from what I understand, there was not even supposed to be a church, correct? I don't think Jesus ever intended for there to be a guy on a magic throne made of gold in his palace somewhere. I don't ever think that was part of the plan, but maybe I'm wrong.
He definitely didn't tell the Christians to worship the Jews and help them rebuild the temple so that the Antichrist can take power and then Jesus will return. He didn't deliver that message. Okay, here.
God needs money too. Give us your money.
Yeah. Here's a Trump. Donald Trump tweeted this out 2 days ago. Operation Warp Speed advertisement, promotional video. Here we go.
You told the American people that we would have a vaccine before the end of the year, and some scoffed at that timetable.
A vaccine by the end of this year. Is that possible in your view?
Oh, Brian, it's another day of POTUS in Wonderland here. It is preposterous.
Could be January, could be later. We don't know.
So the whole process is going to take a year and a half.
Okay, are we watching a movie right now? Is this a trailer to a movie? Seriously.
I don't know, but it's true. Like how bad. And that's kind of what I was saying with the QAnon stuff. Like they've conditioned people to expect, and this is how they view the world now. If it's not like a movie, you can't hold their attention. Everything's got to be like a movie. It's like a movie. It's like we're living in a movie. Yeah, you guys have spent decades sitting in front of a fucking screen. I mean, people think the Osama bin Laden raid, what happened was what they saw in a fucking movie. You know what I mean? Like Zero Dark 30, like that's what happened. Yeah. No, that was a movie. That was made up. That was a sound stage with actors and green screens. This was make-believe. That what you watched and you think was real was make-believe. They do this all the time with things. Any kind of significant historical event, there's a movie to come along with it to make sure to really reinforce that in your subconscious that you know what happened because I saw it in a fucking movie. It's crazy. And again, it's supposed to be the government. This is supposed to be serious shit. This is the president. And why is it a movie trailer? It's ridiculous. That's how far I read. The average IQ has dropped like 20 points since the 1960s. I believe that.
Mm-hmm. Look at the average person and think that half of the people are dumber than that. Regeneron commercial. Have you seen the Trump Regeneron commercial?
Yeah, I was using it on a stream.
Perhaps you recognize me. It's your favorite president. I got back a day ago from Walter Reed Medical Center. I went in, I wasn't feeling so hot. And within a very short period of time, they gave me Regeneron. A short 24 hours later, I was feeling great. And that's what I want for everybody. If you're in the hospital and you're feeling really bad, Regeneron. We have hundreds of thousands of doses that are just about ready. You're going to get better. You're going to get better really fast. Regeneron. Because I feel great. I feel like perfect. I want to get for you what I got. Regeneron. And you'll see some amazing things happen. You're going to get better. You're going to get better fast, just like I did.
So hilarious. So hilarious.
So well made. The music.
And
like, you'd think he was it's just like one of those old terrible like 1989 late night TV commercials for some miracle product. You know, it's so hilarious. It's perfect. Everybody's talking about Idiocracy. There's another movie I'm sure you've seen and a lot of people have seen. That wasn't supposed to be a prophecy, but that's basically what's happened. We pretty much have a reality TV star as president. Check. Everyone's a moron. Check. Obsessed with sex and instant gratification. Check. Everyone's unhealthy and dying because they eat garbage. Check. It's insane. That's what I feel like. I feel like Luke Wilson in that movie. He's like, they think he's a genius. He's like, I'm just a regular guy. I'm not even smart. I was just what average intelligence was 20 years ago is now a genius. Like that's how bad it's gotten.
And the owner of the Regeneron company, Leonard Schleifer, he donates to Chabad Lubavitch, New York Jewish family, and his wife is the president of her synagogue and the board of governors of the AJC, the American Jewish Committee.
Yeah, and he's buddies with Trump. Don't they know each other?
Yep.
I think they're buddies. He's pushing his own, his buddy's company. I mean, geez, man, that's a bit much, As president, you're like, I'm just going to do a quick commercial for my Oh my God!
Yeah,
the corruption is just so beyond the pale. And you remember, like Nixon? Imagine, I wish Nixon was still alive to just be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like they fucking tore him down because he tapped a phone one time. Like, he spied on some people with a phone, and then some guys try to break into a hotel and steal some files. Oh my God! Now we've got the government's spying on literally everyone all over the world all the time. They're lying constantly, insider trading. They're all stealing. There's a kid fucking going on. There's Good thing we got rid of Nixon, though. That guy was bad news.
If you hear the Nixon tapes, too, he seemed to know about who was behind all the media and who were spies and stuff like that. Okay, let's finish this up, and then we'll close out here.
They're certainly not going to be ready to start poking people in the arms real soon.
I still think 12 to 18 months is an aggressive schedule, and I think it's going to take longer than that to do so.
There's no prospect that there's going to be a vaccine available for the majority of the American people before the middle of next year.
It is impossible to get that done by the end of the year.
Operation Warp Speed is unequaled and unrivaled anywhere in the world. The single greatest mobilization in U.S. history, pioneering, developing, and manufacturing therapies and vaccines in record time.
Operation Warp Speed is doing something that's never been done before in history.
The first Americans will
get
shot.
Is this the same music from the QAnon commercial?
It sounds.
You remember
like
the QAnon commercial that went around that it was like, but yeah, the bad guys had power, but now the cavalry's here. QAnon and the military intel. It was playing the same kind of like. Somebody find out if that's the same music. I'm gonna die because it's gonna be. Anyway,
Shazam it. Gotta Shazam it.
Pretty close. It's the same idea anyway.
In the second half
of December.
That's incredible, Elizabeth. The timeline has just been jaw-dropping.
We were able to and empowered to make all the right calls and decisions.
Well, this is a rather remarkable moment because it is true. This is Warp Speed. Warp Speed is being run in a non-political way, in a way we can be proud of.
We believe we're going to have people getting vaccinated, millions of people, before Christmas this year. It's just unheard of in the history of public health, this accomplishment.
It's a miracle.
Unheard of. It's unheard of that they would force this vaccine out on all of us without sufficient testing.
It's unheard of, all right, and it's a miracle. And 5 companies all came up with the same miracle cure at the same time, just by coincidence. That's like 5, 5 people. And remember that time 5 different companies invented the airplane at the same time? Remember when 5 different companies invented, anything at the same time ever? It's fucking ridiculous.
In all the ones that they decided to go with and mass produce, they all happen to be safe and effective also.
All of them, despite having no trials. No, one of them, I think it's Pfizer, said we're not releasing our findings on our subjects for 2 years. 24 months, we'll let you know. In the meantime, how is this approved? This is insane. And a friend of mine, one of the guys, I think it was Zog, his thumbnail that he's been using for a while was the girl from Stranger Things with the sign, the ice cream shop, and the people use this like a meme template, and it says, "Scientists are just as easy to buy as politicians."
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what I mean? I mean, guys, they're
science
just
for
people.
sale.
I don't know why they think because they're scientists.
All right, Raging. Well, I appreciate you coming on and joining me this second half of the hour impromptu. Tell everybody where they can find you and when you stream and stuff.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, normally 8 p.m. Eastern here on dlive.tv/raginghumanist, all one word. I'm not really a humanist. It's just kind of a meme at this point. And I'm on Parler and Instagram at jmac674 as a Facebook page also, if you want to go there or not. But yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I do about 3 hours of 3 or 4 hours of just yelling, angry yelling. I just basically lambasting and skewering everybody because I can't stand them.
Impressions. I can tell it's your therapy, right?
It is. It helps me, and other people get a kick out of it. But I try to do it in a way that's more digestible rather than just go black pill. We're all fucked. They're all bad. You can't. It's hard, man. It's hard to you got to kind of introduce some levity or something in here somewhere. Otherwise, it just becomes overwhelming. You end up like Alex Jones. You look 65 when you're 47 or something. Can't take it too seriously, or else you won't make it. We're thinking long term. So,
right,
anyway, thanks for this.
We're entering the treasure.
Wonderful.
Everybody follow Raging on DLive. Are you on Twitter right now, or did you get banned?
I'm banned for life from Twitter a long time ago.
Okay, yeah,
I'm on Parler.
So.
Parler, which isn't really whatever. It's fine. I mostly just use it to advertise. Like, I'm doing a stream this and such time. I try and put them on a few hours before I do them.
Parler's funded by the Mercer family, who funded Cambridge Analytica. I wouldn't trust them with anything.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Very perfect.
Plus, it's a Zionist echo chamber.
Aren't they all, though? Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, Tommy Robinson's, they promote a lot of their tweets, and Donald Trump Jr. and all the rest of it. And I just use it as a means to get a message out to people quickly if something happens or something, because I only have 400 followers on there, but it's one way. I'm banned forever from Twitter. I can't even make an alternate account. I've tried that a few times. They get me immediately within a day or two. Like, nice try circumventing our fucking lifetime ban. All I did was say, hey, why the Chinese have so much money in our politics here? What's going on? Banned forever. Hate speech. How dare you? Those poor Chinese people. We got to send them more aid. We send them billions in aid money. China has a fucking space program. They've got robots on the moon. They don't need aid money. They're not a developing country.
Canada sends China aid money?
Yes. Billions.
Do you guys send Israel money?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We basically fund the entire Palestinian Authority.
No, that's not
awesome.
Israel then.
I think, aren't they like the Gestapo for the Israelis that they control, kind of? That's like their police force? I'm pretty sure.
I'm not sure. I
don't know how it works, but yeah, we definitely do send them money. The entire government is, obviously you can't talk about, you can't go against it. And what was the other thing? Oh, and we've got the Chinese military training up here as well with our. The U.S. military had to ask them to stop doing that. Yeah, and I've been telling guys, the government is they're traitors. They're in bed with the Chinese, and they've been that way for years. And no. Now there's documents coming out. Some of the guys the last couple of days. Yeah, Trudeau personally is trying to get them to come over here and train with our military at our bases, at our military colleges, our officer schools. Yeah, And it was the United States. I had to go. Can you not? And then Trudeau got very upset at the Canadian military for canceling some training events because, we all do what Mao wants, or else, we get the stick.
Terrible. All right, Raging. Well, I appreciate you coming on, everybody. I dropped the link in the chat, and knowmorenews.org. I'll be on Red Ice tomorrow for Flashback Friday, and hopefully we get to hear from Rex Jones. Hopefully they'll be continue the Rex Jones saga now.
Yeah, they said they'll be down for the Mega Bowl also on December 19th, the Mega Stream.
Okay, yeah, tell us about that. That's 9 days from now. I'm going to be on your show.
You were gone. God, 9 days. Oh crap! I probably should put something together. Yeah, I was. Ryan Dawson said he would come by. Andy Worski and Kyler from his channel. Ethan Ralph, Red Ice TV, Black Pill. Devin Stack said he would come by. So I'm going to try and have everybody in for like an hour or two each, and just kind of it's going to be like a 12 or 13, 14 hour stream. I'm just going to start drinking around 7 o'clock. By 2 in the morning, it's going to be a nightmare, but can't wait. It'll be fun. It'll be something to do. It's a Saturday, December 19th at 12 p.m. Eastern. It'll be on my channel and YouTube, unless I'm banned by then, but we'll see. Thanks. Anyway, I'll let you go. I got to go. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow on Red Ice, and if you're not there, I will see you guys. I'm still getting that Kabbalah Freemason video coming out soon, so stay tuned for that, everyone. I will see you guys very soon. Appreciate all the lemons and appreciate you guys joining me.